Before we get into this week's episode of the Organic Mindset Podcast, I wanted to take a quick second to make a huge announcement. My very own self-published adult coloring book is now available for purchase on amzn.to. And welcome to another episode of the Organic Mindset Podcast, man. As you can see, we in a different location. You see the,
Yes, sir.
Gotta take a second to look at that right there, man.
Focus in on it.
Yeah, you know what's going on, man. But nevertheless, man, I got another guest on the show, man. You already see who it is, so if you don't know, man, go ahead, tell the people about yourself, tell them who you are.
My name is JayDaWay, or Jay for short. Go and see JayDaWay, whatever you prefer, you feel me? Just a kid from Natchitoches, you feel me? Trying to, artist on the come up, entrepreneur, event thrower, whatever, To have feet, we're gonna wear it. You feel me?
Hey, for real, and I feel like, you kind of went over the top. I mean, of course, that's everything that you do, but I feel like a lot of times people kind of like, downplay themselves or be like, I'm not there yet, So I feel like, you definitely kind of capitalize on that, just kind of.
Yeah. You gotta have a natural, self-confident and, a real confident, because I've been a person where I felt like I was, not worth doing anything, you know what I'm saying? But when you really love yourself and, perfect your craft, whatever your craft is, you're going to feel like can't nobody,
Yeah. So, man, we're going to go ahead and get right into it, based off of that. So, first thing first, what's your inspiration behind, being an artist, and kind of what's your, what kind of keep you going?
My inspiration being an artist, I grew up around music. When I was a little kid, I played the drum for my church, you feel me? So, I played the drum from 4 or 5 to maybe preteen, you know what I'm saying? But I played the drums and outside of it, all my big cousins rap. I got a few big cousins that rap. I love hip hop, you know what I'm saying? I remember going to my great grandma's house and she had a tape player that they used to play the radio on every morning. And my cousin put the All Eyes on Me tape, side A, side B. And when everybody used to leave the living room, I'd go sneak and listen to the tape. And keep playing the tape over and over, you know what I'm saying? So, just growing up on good music and always, because I wrote poetry as a kid, so I always could rap. I was always the best freestyler in my little circle, whatever. So, it was just, you put all that together, when you get older, and kind of what feels better than expressing yourself and making it your livelihood, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, for real. And I feel like, we always talk about it, as a people, but I feel like a lot of times people get so caught up in, kind of being robotic in a sense of not, they lose sight of the things that they want to, really do in life or whatever.
Yeah.
So as far as that, what's your, as far as being an artist and stuff like that, do you feel like that's something that you could, you plan on, pursuing full time or?
Yeah, it's something I actually really am doing full time right now. Because, I was working, a regular job and stuff, hustling just like everybody else. But I kind of, after going through things with jobs and stuff, me, and shout out to my bro, my DJ K Smooth, go DJ K Smooth. We started figuring out a way to get money, to the point where the same thing we can make for a job, we can make that hustling, throwing events.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a way to show you can get legal good money, just like you can get, with the equivalents of dope money, but you just gotta find your own hustle.
Yeah.
So that's really something. Like I said, I'm doing it full time, and I want my artists, the music to turn into different things. I want to do movies. I want to get into movies. I want to write scripts. I want to be in movies. I want to, I coached high school football for 5 years, coming out of high school. So I still want to be involved in sports and helping young dudes get opportunities. So everything is the artist thing gonna turn into multiple lanes, but it's gonna create one big property of me and what I believe in.
That's real, for real. Just, even, I guess, kind of further expand on that, what's some things that the people could, expect coming up, because it's,
Yeah, right now I'm just music, I'm gonna put out more visuals this year, because I want to really show people, me in my mind, and really let people feel the people they hear these music and the things that they hear me talk about in my meetings, the places that they hear me talk about. I want to put it in their face. I want to really show people, visually what I got going on. And really just trying to elevate, bro. Just trying to, also, get better with my mental health, my spiritual life. Just you know what I'm saying, putting things out there for people through my lens that might help other people. Yeah. While also, you know what I'm saying, elevating, building connections, reaching a big audience, you know, elevating overall.
Yeah. Really. Nah, that's real. And I guess, you know what I'm saying, like, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying, because like I said, every time I come on here, you know what I'm saying, regardless of who I talk to, regardless of, you know what I'm saying, how close we is always something that they gonna say, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna like, be like, damn, you know what I'm saying, I ain't even know that about you, you know what I'm saying. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, like the events and stuff like that, you know, what's been kind of like, you know what I'm saying, your success or your goal, you know what I'm saying, like when doing business, like more so kind of like on some raise awareness or just, you know what I'm saying, like stamp the brand or just kind of like all in one?
Really, like, even with the Olan brand, you know, it's Olan is short for old live ass niggas. Like, it started off as just me and my homeboys, you know, me, Nolan, K Smooth, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Von, it's just like different people. Like, we all a collection of people, different background, but we do that we were just living. Yeah. Like, you know, but that turned into everybody in my close circle had something going on to where it toward a positive thing, whether it's with kids, whether it's with the disabled, or whether it's with, you know, just certain type of things, you know. So it's just kind of like bringing different minds together for one purpose, you feel me? Yeah. So that's kind of what the events is about. Like, we having a good time, but also within it, people networking, people connecting, people finding their talent. Like, we just did an event last night, and it's a girl, you know, shout out to Big Knee, you know what I'm saying? Like, she a videographer. She did her first video. Like, she kind of, you know, it's so much talent that they're just sitting in one place.
That's major.
But you got to open up people's minds to see that it's achievable. If they see somebody like me can do it, they're going to be like, man, I'm about to go ahead and try to do it. That's all I want. I ain't no hater, you feel me?
Hey, for real. And, you know what I'm saying, even like before we start, you know, shooting or whatever, it's just so simple just to kind of, you know what I'm saying, like, bring that awareness, like, you know, just even with us just kind of like chopping up regular, not having no intentions at all to talk about, you know what I'm saying, certain things. Yeah. Of course, we ran it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, like pertaining to NFTs and stuff like that. It's just like, you never know, you know what I'm saying, who in your circle is aware of this next thing. So like I said, you know, giving somebody else opportunity, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's definitely major.
Yeah, and seeking knowledge and not basically, like me, I'm the type of person, I think the reason why I always had been a more likable person, been a known person, especially among genuine people and people in high places, because I want your knowledge. I don't really want your money. Mm-hmm. I don't want to, like, show you off. Like, I want the knowledge. Like, all my friends that's successful, I call them like, bro, give me information on this, or how you did this. Like, 'cause knowledge is the biggest thing, the most priceless thing you can get. Yeah. That's how you get it for yourself, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people just, you know, today's time, everybody just want to come get as much as they can get out of you, then leave you and go do it to the next person.
Just leave you empty, like, and the biggest thing, you know what I'm saying, like, and it's so crazy because it's become such a big thing as to where, you know what I'm saying, it's labeled as being like a gatekeeper. Like, you pretty much, you know what I'm saying, holding back knowledge. It's like, if I call you, you know what I'm saying, like, you my people, there's no way I'm going to know something and not going, you know what I'm saying, willingly spread that to you. And my biggest rule on that is, you know what I'm saying, I'm always fine with spreading the knowledge, but this, like, and you know what I'm saying, you get, like, I mean, obviously with the podcast and stuff like that, we always, you know what I'm saying, talking, like, having good, you know, dialogue and stuff like that, talking about, you know what I'm saying, good, like, overall, you know what I'm saying, like, something that anybody could pull. And I said this on the last podcast, I'm like, bro, I feel like you might not mess with this episode, but I guarantee you gonna mess with this one just because you feel like you can pull something from it, you know?
Yeah. And it might be, like, and people understand everything not a movie. Some things is episodes, some things is a puzzle. You might not mess with this episode, but it might be one thing you take from this episode that might confirm everything that you hear in this episode that you like. But you just gotta listen, absorb every piece of knowledge you can, and put it all together as you go. Yeah. Cause that's the only way you gonna truly figure out what's going on. Cause people can tell you all day, you can watch stuff all day, but until you actually learn everything from the behind the black curtain and put it together for yourself, you'll be lost.
Yeah, so pretty much, you know what I'm saying, like, expand on that as well. Like, you know, you had stated at first, you know what I'm saying, like, you from negatives and stuff like that. So, you know, what, like, when you hear negatives, what's one of the things that kind of come to mind besides home?
Like, when I hear them, like, when people probably hear
both sides. So first, when you hear it.
When I hear it, I think of Nagger Central, my high school. I think of LP Von, North Nagger, my elementary. I think of, like, home, like, a place where it's like, it's a small place, but it's a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? So it's like nagging's different because it's so much culture here that people wouldn't even probably understand. But I just think of home, bro. Like family, like everything. It's just home.
Yeah.
But when people eat, they probably think of Northwestern meat pies, Christmas lights, Southern classic, you know, boring, fast service, like, you know, like,
man. Hey.
Oh, like they probably don't have a lot to think about it, but at the end of the day, like, it made you.
Yeah.
If you been here, like, it bettered you. It gave you experiences. You can't deny it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's home. People come back. It's home.
Hey, that's real, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, especially, you know, for me, being here 4 years, you know what I'm saying, going to college. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not far from, you know what I'm saying, niggas back home. But it's just like coming out here, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely like a different vibe. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, forever got them experiences and stuff like that. And forever just got the memories like, dang, you know what I'm saying, I really came here and did this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what you said, though, is really true because I feel like to the typical person, the average person, once they hear it, they automatically thinking like literally every single thing you said, like not you know what I'm saying, not a single thing more. And I don't know if you had seen this, but the little dude, you know what I'm saying, they be kind of posting. I think he like, you know what I'm saying, on TikTok or whatever.
Oh yeah, he gave it like the review. Yeah.
But like, you know what I'm saying, I be thinking, I'm like, man, there's so much more. You know what I'm saying, you really just kind of gotta, you know what I'm saying, like get your.
Nah, it'll break you now. For some people, negative just probably wasn't a good time. Like. You probably came down here, you might got beat up, somebody might got killed you. You might lose some money.
That ain't funny.
It's just like, it's so much stuff that go on down here, like,
yeah.
I get it, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, if you truly been here, like, you know, it's just different. It's a different vibe.
Yeah, but this is what I be telling people, though, especially, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to, like, you know, getting killed. It can happen anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, simple as that, you know what I'm saying? Like, Illick, you know what I'm saying? It got its spots or whatever. But it's just like, you as a person, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, kind of got to come to realization, like, okay, I might be a tourist, but you already know, just like, you know what I'm saying, certain tourist spots.
It's like certain parts of Italy, like, you know, you go to the mall in Italy, you're okay, but if you go to Broadway Park,
hey, that's what I'm saying.
You shouldn't be going out there with I'm at the mall mindset. Like, you just got to know where you at. You got people going on around you. You got to hear everything. Don't just be listening to your friend talking. Like, be hearing the argument that's going on in the back corner of the building too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's just some more self-aware thing.
Hey, for real. So, speaking of that, I'm glad you know what I'm saying, concluded your sentence like that. So, as far as, you know what I'm saying, like self-awareness, you know what I'm saying, like, when I say self-awareness, I don't really mean just self-awareness as far as I'm aware of what's going on, you know what I'm saying, in this situation. I mean life self-awareness.
Yeah.
What's your views on, you know what I'm saying, that? Like,
it's a big thing. I feel like self-awareness and self-accountability is like two of the things that we are, me too, we lack the most at times, but we also use it at times to kind of save us, you know what I'm saying? Like, self-awareness, like you just, like you say, like I was saying earlier, you constantly seeking behind the black curtain and things. You trying to get an understanding, a deep understanding of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just look at milk and be like, oh, milk white. No, understand what is mixed to create milk that makes it white. You know what I'm saying? Just don't ever just look at something, accept it for what it is without you knowing what you getting yourself into. You know what I'm saying? So self-awareness, self-accountability, like, you just got to take out the time, just like you can take out the time to give your energy to something that probably ain't even worth it, a person or a bad habit, you know what I'm saying? Take out some time to gain knowledge. It ain't not just looking at your phone. Just look at Apple News. Don't just look at the shade room, you feel me? Go actually look at something that's going to benefit your brain before you go look at something that's going to alter your brain.
Hey, and that's real, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like, you know, we were saying before we got on here, like, I feel like I always tell people this. We talk about so much real stuff before the camera even come on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I feel like once you start realizing that, you like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just doing it for the camera. Like, it really is a real, you know what I'm saying, way of life for me or whatever. Mm-hmm. Just like kind of how we was talking about, you know, some of the stuff we're going to talk about later. I'm like, okay, if we both, you know what I'm saying, on the same page with it, then that should, you know what I'm saying, that should already show, like, we're going to be able to, you know what I'm saying, really deeply expand on that. I'm going to see your views, you're going to see my views on it. But you know, kind of to just like, I guess, elaborate on like what you were saying at first as far as self accountability. That's one of them things I really feel like it's so hard for people to do. I always say, you know what I'm saying, it starts from, you know, your mental. Some people really fool themselves so bad as the feeling they know they messed up,
right?
But they really think I can't do no wrong. And I always say that, you know what I'm saying. I was telling somebody that earlier about like murderers and stuff like that. It's almost like individual, whether it be female or male, being insecure. They be so insecure when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, they partner, whoever they dealing with, the stuff that they do, the other person is people like, dang, they insecure. But they don't care about, they not thinking like that. They like, this right, this what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
You insecure. And I like, to me, it bothers me so bad to see an insecure dude.
Yeah.
Females, it be bad too, but with dudes, I feel like
it's terrible. Cause like a dude would hate on you because he insecure. Like in reality, on paper, he could be better than you, but he would hate on you. So man, like you got rich dudes that hate on. But I don't mean like separating the world with rich and poor, but you got a dude at higher status or whether financially anything, and he'll hate down on the dude with no car, nothing going on, because he might just be a more likable person than him.
Hey,
that's insecure. Like it all comes down to like that's one of my favorite words I use. And when people come, because I'm like everybody therapist in a way, so a lot of people like come to me, and tell me, I'll be like, bro, it all comes down insecure. You did it. You was insecure.
Yeah.
Or that person was insecure.
Yeah.
It's insecure.
We'll see, just like the TV show.
Yeah, right.
Just like
right.
the TV show.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the biggest. That it's probably worse than fast food.
What's it worse than lust?
Like insecure is bad, bro. It's like killing the man population every day. So many men are insecure because really a lot of dudes just need their daddy to walk in the house, pick them up, give them a hug and say, I love you and I'm proud of you. But especially in the black male community, it be white man, got white dudes that ain't got no fathers either. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no racial thing. This is a man thing. Like a lot of dudes just need their father, bro, but they don't have it, so they're insecure about everything.
And too scared to admit it, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say everything, you know what I'm saying, from this standpoint really always come with you just being true to yourself. And a lot of time, you know what I'm saying, people will sit there and they be like, you know what I'm saying, this is the most common thing I see. People faking their happiness. Yeah. Not necessarily displaying it, but it's so easy to say. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, at a point, like, when and don't get me wrong, I never even really said it, you know what I'm saying, because I really had to big myself up. I was really on some stuff like, I'm not going, you know what I'm saying, talk about energies, you know what I'm saying, like true self-happiness or true self-love until I really get to that point. And once I got to that point, it made it so easy to talk about it. Sometimes I be, you know what I'm saying, having deep conversations with people. They get lost in it because they be like,
they don't even.
You not like that.
It's a language that you're speaking through.
You was just telling me before the fact. You was just telling me before our conversation though that you know what I'm saying. You know your self-worth. You happy in life. Yeah. You're not really happy in life. You just doing, you know what I'm saying, what you think might make you feel good. I know it's gonna make me feel good. Yeah. I know my purpose. You know.
Yeah, because that's what it comes down to. Like you gotta can't nobody tell me that they love me if they don't love themselves. I don't care who you are. You could be my partner. It could be a relationship. It could be my mama. It could be family. If you don't truly love yourself at that moment, you don't love me. You can't love without loving yourself. That's impossible. Show me one person that don't love themselves, but they love everybody.
For real. That's going to be, and I already can tell you how the scenario going to play out. So, of course, it's going to be fake love off the rip, you know what I'm saying? But that's going to be the same person down the road, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, weeks for some, months, they going to be the same person. I feel like I'm pouring myself out, but nobody pouring into me. That's because you don't, you know what I'm saying, have that within yourself.
Yeah, that'll be the person that robs you. They'll be the person that do the most envious stuff to you because it all started. They didn't even love themselves. Like, I don't know if people ever seen the movie Juice with Tupac.
Oh, man.
You remember when he got him by the locker, he was like, I don't give about you. I don't give about Steel.
Yeah.
I don't give about myself.
Hey.
At that point, you knew. And he don't care.
And there's nothing that you could tell, you know what I'm saying? And in these real life scenarios, it's like, people don't sit there and speak on it or whatever because they ain't going to tell you because they take that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's them being weak. But just like I was saying, if I really mess with you and you really mess with me like that and we really on the same page, you should want to hear what I gotta say. Whether you know what I'm saying, you might get a little offended or might feel a little salty at first, but you like, okay, I know him, you know what I'm saying, he got the best, you know what I'm saying, he pretty much in my best interest. And you know what I'm saying, you take it as that.
Yeah, you can't truly connect with somebody if it's like you can't like have your guard up and expect to connect. Like you gotta like it gotta be genuine, it gotta be organic. You know what I'm saying? Like it gotta be real or it's not gonna last. Like that's with anything.
And you know, just to kind of like, you know, what you were saying about having like, you know, your guard up and stuff like that, I feel like, you know, that's always kind of like one of the things I see as far as, you know what I'm saying, talking to somebody. Don't get me wrong, I feel like it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like a brink between, okay, past traumas and, you know what I'm saying, because that's almost the first thing you hear. Well, he hurt me, this, that, and the other. If you're talking to somebody to that extent, or even with friends, well, I got trust issues because she did this to me, he did this to me. It's just like, I got out of that, you know what I'm saying, mindset, because I never told nobody that. I never try to bring my past up onto a new person.
That's a battle, though. That's a hard battle. Because, like, once you get out of it, you realize, like, bro, I wasted so much time. Like, I should have just... Because I was like that. Like, I ain't had no father growing up. And me and my biological father, we just get into, like, a kind of connecting bond, like, loving each other point. Because my whole life, I was like, oh, he wasn't there. He wasn't there, so that's why I was like this. He wasn't there, I was like that. But God still, or whatever anybody believe in, and still put certain things in your life to where you will still get that certain knowledge that you need. You might just didn't have that.
Peers, uncles,
you know cousins, coaches. You know what I'm saying? We all get something that still shakes us back what we don't get from that. But we'll blame it on that, which it's a major factor. Yeah. But at the same time, like you say, like they want something to blame it on. You know what I'm saying? But you can't. At the end of the day, you come back to self-accountability.
Hey, for real, man. You know, just kind of like listening to, you know what I'm saying, different interviews and stuff like that. It really opened my mental up, too, to just see, like, as far as that, it's really more people like that than we think, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But everybody reacts to it different. Like, some people really sit there and hold it so long, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you probably think the same exact way. When you get older, you start seeing stuff that, you know what I'm saying, your parents and stuff went through, so you like, dang, this whole time I was mad at, you know what I'm saying, mad at them as a kid. But now that I'm older, I can see exactly how they did this, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, just like in any relationship, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, man and wife, or, you know what I'm saying, friendship, everything don't work out. It's not going to, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to work out. But, and I've seen, you know what I'm saying, situations, this opened my eyes up to this. Just because two people married compared to being, you know what I'm saying, in a single family home, that don't mean them two people that's married going to end up, you know what I'm saying, having a better kid than the one that's, it kind of comes down to the kid.
And it comes down to what's being imparted to the kid. Because it all comes down to principles and values. Everybody's principles and values, they have to be the same. But if they're principles and values and you got morals, it's all going to kind of go the right direction together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's why religion shouldn't separate the world. If you Catholic or you Baptist or you non-denomination or you a Muslim, like, we all practicing good character, though. At the end of the day, we trying to practice being good people, disciplined people, and loving people and giving people, you know what I'm saying? That shouldn't collide. You know what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't judge each other because we believe in giving in different ways. We're giving.
Yeah.
You give your way, I'm going to give my way. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and that always coming to, you know what I'm saying, people just thinking amongst themselves of the other person, being so judgmental. That's why I say a lot of the stuff, you know what I'm saying, and it wasn't even on no New Year resolution because, like, I'm out. To me, at a point, it seemed like a good thing because, of course, you know, when I start looking at the New Year religion, I'm thinking, you know, okay, with this, if I got this resolution, you know what I'm saying, in place, I'm starting out fresh because it's the new year.
Yeah.
But in reality, if you think about it, and you just look at it like this, it's like August or something like that. So it's like, okay, I got a couple months, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get myself right, I'm gonna periodically get to this point. You done wasted months waiting until January.
Preparing. Yeah. You wasted 5-8 months for preparation.
And sometimes I feel like it don't even be preparation. It really be idle time. And, you know, it's like a strange story, you know what I'm saying, with the podcast. So I really had thought about it, like I said, last year. I was like, man, I'm going to wait till January, you know, give me a fresh start. Man, so many people was telling me like, hey, bro, I know you know what I'm saying, I know you doing this or whatever, but you know what I'm saying, go ahead, like, start it. Yeah, ain't nothing to start it.
Yeah.
Man, when I started it, and I kind of got deep into the episode, at least probably about, you know what I'm saying, week 10 or something, I'm like, dang. I really do, you know what I'm saying, get the chance to, you know what I'm saying, express myself, give other people the chance to express themselves, see their views, and likewise. So I'm like, man, I'ma just, you know what I'm saying, start living my life like that on some, I ain't gonna wait till Sunday. Like, you know what I'm saying, even like on a smaller standpoint, because you already know, if it's something that you want to do, like, you know what I'm saying, if you like playing games or something like that, you more likely to play games than you is to study because it's something you enjoy.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, when you want to be successful and stuff like that, you got to do stuff you don't want to do. That's just part of it.
Yeah, you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. For sure.
And what you're saying there, you know, that just kind of made me think about, like, growth. So, like, you know what I'm saying, what's your opinion on growth, you know what I'm saying? How do you feel like growth has affected you, you know what I'm saying, whatever situation you want to, you know what I'm saying, elaborate on?
Growth is big because it's like you can either grow bad or you can grow good. So it's like I deal with both because me, like, I can grow mentally.
Yeah.
I can have a week where I grow mentally. Like I've gotten over certain insecurities. I've, you know, learned a lot of things. I've accomplished goals. I've got out of procrastination. You know, mentally I can have a good week, but physically I can grow bad. I can just be eating anything. I can be smoking and not drinking enough water. I can be, you know what I'm saying, not putting the right fruits, not putting the right stuff in my body to wash out or detox or replace the bad stuff I'm putting in my body, knowing I'm already need to be in somebody's gym. It's just like physically, I just grew bad.
Yeah.
So that's why I say the biggest task, I think, and one of the biggest tasks in life is balance. How do you grow good on every level? How do you grow great on every level? Because it's like mental growth, spiritual growth, physical growth, financial growth. You know what I'm saying? I can, like you said, I got a good and the bad. Now, how much money I spent this week?
Yeah.
How did I budget myself? You know what I'm saying? Now I got to look at my financial growth. If I'm just spending money on porn and stuff, I ain't growing financially. So growth is big. Like that's a big task.
Hey, that's kind of crazy you said that because, you know what I'm saying, honestly, I wasn't even expecting, like, that, you know what I'm saying, that type of response. Like, I always tell people I don't have no certain expectation, but you really just open my mind up to something else. So whenever I think about growth, I don't even think about it, you know what I'm saying, in sections, as I should. But I look at, you know what I'm saying, I kind of like do an overall analysis of my week or something like that. It's like, I'm working Monday through Friday, so if I'm looking at a financial standpoint, I'm not really spending no money, you know what I'm saying? I could blow some money on the weekend, don't get me wrong. Because ain't nothing to go to a bar, you know what I'm saying? Get a couple of drinks, see a female in there, buy her a couple of drinks, and next thing you know, my tab, you know what I'm saying, $150. I ain't even spend that in a week. Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying, like, I look at it like that. Okay, and then as far as, you know what I'm saying, like, physical, I'm in the gym, so it ain't like...
Yeah, you ain't lacking.
Yeah, I'm not lacking on that aspect. As far as, you know what I'm saying, spiritual, I'm making sure, you know what I'm saying, I'm not giving my energy, you know what I'm saying, to the wrong people. When I feel like I'm in a negative situation, you know what I'm saying, I'm subtracting myself from the situation. And just as far as, you know what I'm saying, on the mental standpoint, I'm writing my goals down, you know what I'm saying, every night before I go to sleep for that next day to make sure, you know what I'm saying, I'm reading somebody's book, like you say, watching somebody's podcast, just making sure, you know what I'm saying, I'm all, like, pretty much, you know what I'm saying, on a well balanced. If I'm slacking in one, if I plan on going to the gym, you know what I'm saying, 5:30 on Monday morning and I don't go, I ain't gonna feel like myself that next day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's balance, you gotta have balance. Cause like, you just gave it in one, but you cover everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's all like, cause it's kind of like, okay, something can happen. Even if you accomplish something in life, you might not be as happy about it. You know why? Because on some level in your life, you wasn't growing in, so everything not coming together how you wanted to. Yeah. It's kind of like, you can have all the money in the world, but you ain't got God or whatever you praise, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got like a good spiritual, you gonna feel like you ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just balance. Like, growth is like a real life, like levels. You feel me? It's like sound. You might have a lot of bass, but you might can't hear nothing because you ain't got enough, you know what I'm saying, vocals coming through. Yeah. So it's just, you know, however, I don't feel like, as long as you look at it in, like you say, a combination of things, I feel like it ain't no right or wrong as long as you thinking like that, you feel me?
So, like, what's your, because I talked about this on the last episode, and I was, like I said, of course, you know what I'm saying, on there solo, but just like I told you the other day when we was, you know what I'm saying, like, talking and stuff, I feel like when I'm on there solo, it kind of give me the chance to, like, fully be, you know what I'm saying, like, expressive. Don't get me wrong, I love hearing people, you know what I'm saying, like, they POV, pretty much. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, like when I get on there, I'm in and out. Like on average, you know what I'm saying, 30 minutes, that's how long I'm gonna be on there by myself. Yeah. Just like I told you, when I get on there by myself, when I get off, every time I'm winded, because I'm like, dang, I ain't even get a break from, you know what I'm saying, talking.
You just ran through all your thoughts and let it all out, done. Yeah, I know exactly how you feel. So
like with that, what's your ways, you know what I'm saying, like of accomplishing your goals? Like, you know what I'm saying, do you have like a certain strategy? Like I said, I write my stuff down every night, but
me, I'm more like I'm so deep in my head, I kind of sit. I sit down at night. I kind of plan it out, and I give myself a certain time to wake up. And from that time I wake up, I need to have everything done before the day. Like I'm that type of person. Like I tried to write stuff down, but I don't know. I'm not really like a let me write it down. Like even my music, I'm in my phone. Like if something come to me, I'm in my phone. I'm not really a write. Cause my handwriting ugly.
Yeah.
So I hate to even look at it. So it's like I'm just gonna type in my phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a more of a like put in my mind what I need to do. Cause I hate planning stuff because things never go as planned. Like, you know, every time you really write something down and plan it out, it don't never, even if you make a list to go to the grocery store, you might still forget something, and you just wrote down a whole list of what you need.
Hey, for real. But I look at that, you know what I'm saying, on a bigger scale. It's just kind of like, you know, with goals and stuff like that. I forgot what the exact number, and this was like, you know what I'm saying, scientific studies. Only a certain amount of people really, you know what I'm saying, capture their goal in some type of way, whether it be right, put it in their phone. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, when you get majority, you know what I'm saying, you really doing 100. Mm-hmm. Even if you got to pull that to the next day, you still doing 100. Just like you said, for example, with the grocery store. I might write down everything. I might need something else, but I'd rather stop on my way home to the dollar store than have to go back in the Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, you just got to put on your mind what you want, what you need to do, what you need to do. Not what you want to do, but what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? What you got to do before you do what you want to do.
Yeah.
So once you put that in your mind, you knock all that out first, and you know you need to get it done now. Like you say, don't wait. I'm like, well, I'm going to do this Monday. I'm going to do this next week. Just do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything that you don't get to do, you can always get up the next day and do that. You know what I'm saying? But don't just wait. Like, procrastination kills. Like, that's one of my biggest things I have to fight through. Like,
yeah.
I know I would do something, about to do something for 2 weeks. Like, something so simple as getting a haircut. Like, I just let my hair grow. I'm going to get it.
I'm going to just whoop.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to just whoop. You know, I'm going through some things. I ain't getting the camera. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you could just easily get up and go get a haircut. But, you know, it's just
30 minutes to an hour.
That's it.
And when I think, you know what I'm saying, when I start putting stuff on that time scale right there, like, bro, it's not going to take me long to do this. And I always say that, you know what I'm saying, that was another one of them things I felt like kind of took me through the process, seeing small things. There's been a lot of times I done had, you know what I'm saying, subscriptions. And I recently just did this, you know what I'm saying, before I came here. I had a subscription with the joint, which is the chiropractor. Mm-hmm. So, it's $50 a month. Hadn't went to the chiropractor, you know what I'm saying, in about like 3 months. Pretty much just letting them folks take my money. The other day, when I had seen, you know what I'm saying, like a course or whatever, I said, this course $50. That made me automatically think, I need to cancel the subscription, man. I went ahead and canceled the subscription, put my money towards the course. I'm like, bro, I supposed to been doing, you know what I'm saying, did this for a couple months. But it's just like different little things, you know what I'm saying? Nobody perfect. Yeah. So stuff gonna happen, but I feel like as long as I can catch, you know what I'm saying, majority.
And then that come down to having the right people around you too, like, and having the right ears and you having the right voices in your ear, like,
yeah. Like
my boy Vaughn, my bro Vaughn over there, like, he somebody I confide in every day because that's what time he on, like, bro, that's really one of his catchphrases to me, like, bro, just go do it. He's like, bro, you gonna keep waiting, you gonna keep playing. Like, him and my cousin Katie, you know what I'm saying? Like, they big, that's the first thing he say. Just get it out the way. Like you gonna sit there, nah, you lying. You ain't gonna go do it. Like, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, like, if it go bad, it go bad, but at least you getting it out the way. So now you can do what you want to do.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? People overwork themselves because they want to do it. Then you just, like, bro, just get it out the way, bro. Like you say, you just, like, then when it affects something down the line in your life, you like, bro, I could have, if I just would have did that.
And did one small thing, not time, cause I feel like, and associated with this, you know what I'm saying, of course I'm going to get your views on this after the fact, but you know what I'm saying, your time being the most valuable thing, people kind of use that to excuse now. And I see that. They'd be like, well, it almost be contradicting in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Ask me, they'd be like, well, just like you said, I could have went did that, but then again, my time is valuable. My time is valuable, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to doing something, you know what I'm saying, that's benefiting me or helping me, you know what I'm saying, reach that end goal, whether it be helping somebody else or helping myself, my time valuable, but it was, you know what I'm saying, invested in a good way.
Yeah.
So, like, when you hear, you know what I'm saying, your time is the most valuable thing, more valuable than money. What you know what I'm saying?
Like you say, contradicting, because it's like, you can say that.
Yeah, it's intangible, too.
Yeah,
you can't
like,
see it.
That's a double-edged sword to me. Like, you can say that, like, you can say, man, my time, like, just saying my time is valuable. But if we can curse,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If my time is valuable, but we bullshitting, my valuable is your time. Like, it kind of like I said, like my bro Von, I can be like, man, shit, I'm a busy nigga. He be like, nigga, you wasn't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna say you a busy nigga? Like, nigga, you wasn't doing shit. Like, I know you. So it's kind of like, it could be a double-edged sword. In certain times, you probably can really be busy.
Yeah.
But all your time can be used for something. Like, even your free time, like, it could be used for something, like you say, productive to you.
Yeah.
You feel me? At least. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's a double-edged sword to me. I ain't gonna lie.
And that's real. Like I said, I really try to, you know, like make the most of my time, but I realize, you know what I'm saying, I'm also human. Don't get me wrong, like I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like now, within these last few months, I'm more locked in than ever, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm all like, okay, all about business. Don't get me wrong, I'm, you know what I'm saying, juggling a lot of stuff, and like I said, I'm always transparent on the podcast, so I don't really just sit there and hold nothing back, you know what I'm saying, as far as like what I'm being secret about, you know what I'm saying, like my lifestyle. You should, like, you know, I feel like the average person, you know what I'm saying, they don't really see how much it even go into, just as far as like, you know what I'm saying, investing your time into a podcast, especially when you're doing a lot of the stuff on your own.
Yeah.
But I'm like, on top of that, you know what I'm saying, I'm still in school, got my book out, you know what I'm saying, so it's like, really got, you know what I'm saying. Like,
my boy book.
Oh, most definitely.
Y'all tap in with my dog.
Facts.
For sure.
Got my investment stuff, and like I said, you know what I'm saying, I feel like, in a sense, it's really free game, like, literally, like, I think I got like 6 links in the description, like every video, and I'm literally just giving away stuff, like on some stuff like, okay, go sign up for this stock website, go sign up for this stock website. And I was telling somebody this the other day, people, like when I send, you know what I'm saying, these links out to these stock websites and stuff like that, people be thinking, and it's just, to me, it's just kind of like a hate mentality. What you gonna gain from it? I'm giving you free money. Don't get me wrong, I get a free stock too, but if you was to sign up by yourself, you wouldn't get nothing.
And now we're getting money together, because whatever I learn, I'm going to just pass it back to you.
And I'm talking about like literally free money, like I don't, you know what I'm saying, seen it where I don't, you know what I'm saying, refer to somebody, we done both got free stocks. I get a $6 stock. Six free dollars pretty much, to break it down. 6 free stocks. This person done got an Apple stock. Bro, you done just came up, you know what I'm saying, like 100
plus. You jumped up higher than what I started off with.
And it's like no hating about it, because I don't feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was just glad, you know what I'm saying, I was happy to help you. It ain't like no continuous thing I'm getting. It ain't no pyramid scheme or nothing, but sometimes people, you know what I'm saying, be so stuck on hating in a sense, they gonna block their own blessings.
Yeah, that's facts though. That's facts.
And that's full circle, like.
But that's everywhere. Everything too. Like, and people don't understand, like, what you just saying. See, now that comes when time is valuable. Like, everything you just said, you do all that.
Yeah.
So, nobody should feel like they should be able to come to you or try to come to your life and waste your time. Because you got all that going on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a double-edged sword, because it's like, I feel the same way. Like, man, look, like, it might, okay, I might not have to get up early and work at 9 to 5, but during the weekends, from Thursday to Sunday, and you know, these days it's Sunday Funday. I mean, like, we in the club, like, we in clubs, like, we on the road. Even when you not even booked, you now, I'm an artist too.
Yeah.
So I'm in showcases. Man, I done went to showcases Wednesday, Thursday night, drove, came back the next, like, so yes, if you call me at 10 o'clock, I'm asleep, I'm tired, my time is valuable, like, because I'm putting everything, I'm putting it back into myself. So that's why I say, like, it all come back full circle. Like that. Your time can be valuable, but
if you ain't making the most of it, then you know what I'm saying, you really gotta question it. And like I said, you know, these last couple of weeks, especially people I've been talking to, you know what I'm saying, on a daily basis, I was telling them, like, you know what I'm saying, like these last 3-4 weeks, I was really like on a run. Like I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, I'm still locked in with the gym and stuff like that. So I'm going, you know what I'm saying, I kind of felt the, you know what I'm saying, schedule that was best for me. Wake up 5:30 in the morning. Of course, I still, you know what I'm saying, work my 9 to 5. It's not technically a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying, 7:30 to 4.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying, that's Monday through Friday. I'm still, you know what I'm saying, waking up 5:30 on Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturday, you know what I'm saying, it be my own time, whenever I feel like waking up. But Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm pretty much, you know what I'm saying, getting up at 5:30, going to the gym, coming back, making sure, you know what I'm saying, I clock in my computer 7:30, doing my work 4 o'clock. And then I'm doing all this other stuff I'm talking about, promoting the book, promoting the podcast, you know what I'm saying, going to, you know what I'm saying, in grad school. So it's like, I feel like when you know what I'm saying, tell people this, that already off the rip make me, you know what I'm saying, just value myself more and value my time. It's like, I'm not bragging, I'm not boasting, you know what I'm saying, but I know what I have to bring. So it's like, if I'm sitting here, you know what I'm saying, and when I say relationships, a lot of times people get caught up in their concept of, oh, you talking about boyfriend, girlfriend? No.
No, I'm talking about my partner too.
That's relationships.
Like, I'm talking about everybody. Family. Like, I don't care. Like, relationships, you know? Like, yeah.
They go over people's head though, like a lot of times, like, and to me it just, I feel like it's such a simple term, but
nah, that type of shit cover the whole spectrum, because, bro, people will, like, especially when you're an entrepreneur, like, people don't even, certain people really don't speak, and I hate the word like boss talk, but certain people don't speak entrepreneur talk. So the mindset you might have, somebody that feel like you ain't nothing unless you get up every day and work this job, you know what I'm saying, work these certain jobs and break your back, they probably feel like your words are non-valid to what they even believe in.
yeah.
But once you hit a certain level with whatever you're an entrepreneur in, then they gonna start to talk different to you. But you've been talking to them this way the whole time.
Hey, and like I say, you know, certain situations, just like, you know what I'm saying, everybody got a different journey. That's how I kind of, you know what I'm saying, like to look at it. Especially when I look at the spectrum of life, it's like this thing called life. You know what I'm saying? It's really like a journey. Like, how deep are you willing to, you know what I'm saying, go to find your true purpose, find out, you know what I'm saying, what's really for you. A lot of times people, you know what I'm saying, see these kind of illusions or whatever, or see more commonly when these people at the top. They don't never see how long they stayed up until interviews start coming out, old documents start coming out. They're like, he did all that?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that about me every day. Like, that's why I kind of like, I'm a person, I do stuff, but I don't really, like, I don't go back and listen to my old music too much. Because it's like, I know it's going to come a time where people going to go back and start digging all this up. Like, oh my God, you was doing all that? Like, yeah, I did. I've been. Yeah. I knew that was hard back when I made it. Like, yeah. But it just take, because the world don't move off of that. People move off of what they see. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have the most talent, but today's time you ain't got certain stuff. They ain't gonna really just look at you too quick unless you in a certain room. You know the right people. Like me, I'm not the rapper that's about to. I don't like rap. I'm an artist. Like I'm not the artist or entertainer that's gonna walk in with like, you know, 8 diamond chains on, big Broly AP. Like, ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, everybody's to each his own. But sometimes even whether I can afford it, whether I can't afford it, it's like, I'd rather just walk in and let you see me for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, sometimes people can see the illusion of you, and once they meet you, now they don't want you as an overall.
Hey, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, what you doing it, it's like you really being true to self. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like that boy Bryson Tiller album. True to self. Like, you really gotta be true to self. Yeah. Like, and that be, you know what I'm saying, the biggest thing, like. And that just tied back to, you know what I'm saying, what we were saying a couple topics ago. People lie to themselves before they lie to the next person. Yeah. It really got to be interior before it's exterior. And, you know what I'm saying, they kind of come with everything else. Like, you know what I'm saying, even when you look at building a house, you got to build it from the ground up. You know what I'm saying, putting a roof on no imaginary, you know what I'm saying. So I just kind of like I say, really look at life like that. And I just be so amazed by the different people, you know what I'm saying, I kind of come in contact with, because it's like, I feel like you don't really get deep conversations like that too much. Like, even on the podcast, don't get me wrong. It done been times, you know what I'm saying, we done had great dialogue. Like, we done like had some good like some real good episodes, and people be like, well, I'm glad you know what I'm saying, you said that, you know what I'm saying, I really hopped on that, blah, 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 I'm messing with it, you know what I'm saying, good, you know what I'm saying, episode, this, that, and other. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, having like deep conversations where people really just, you know what I'm saying, being expressive, it's rare.
Nah, because people don't nobody want to show their scars, everybody want to show they shine, you know what I'm saying, want to show their good qualities. Like, nobody really want to show, like, bro, like, I'm really struggling with this. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's the conversation that would benefit the world. Like, but it's not an easy thing to do. Like, I'm struggling in friendships because I know it's time where I want to address the issue with what my friend dealing with. They might not be strong enough to even want to deal with it at that time. Well, I say it's a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it just, but like you say, you stand on what you stand on. You believe in what you believe in. It is what it is, and like you say, you gotta be in before it's out. Like my cousin here, you know what I'm saying? Like, before he died, one of the main things he used to always say, and him and my partner Bull that died, like, they main thing they always said was, it gotta be in you, not on you. Like, and everything, it gotta be in you, not on you. Like, it can't be a thing where it's like, oh, I'm gonna create this and this is what I am. No, it gotta start here. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, me being an artist is kind of like shocking, but to me it's not, because it's like, I've been this, it was in me. Like, I don't have to just go out here and be like, oh, I'm the biggest gangster in the world.
I don't gotta put on no image, you know what I'm saying?
It's in me. I was born in this. Like, my uncles did this. You know what I'm saying? Like, my cousins did this. Like, my aunties, like, my mom had me at 16 and got saved, you know what I'm saying, 17, 18, but like, we come from this certain environment that's in me. I don't have to express that, because you gonna see it when you see me.
Hey, for real. And like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times, just like you were saying, you know, people try to build onto their character, and especially reading certain stuff. If you really, you know, from an artist standpoint, if you really sit there and, you know, look at certain artists or whatever, people always tend to say, I want that old such and such back.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm talking about, I already just kind of like slightly came up with two people off the top of my head. You hear that a lot with Wiz. Mm-hmm. For sure. But I feel like Wiz more than anything, because people be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, he kind of went industry.
But you got to think with this music, with any art, when you making it, like right now I'm in the come up phase, so it's like what I'm making right now is so raw, and it's just different because I have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
But it's like, once you get to a certain level, you got so much to lose, and you're in a different place. Like, right now, like, I'm like, man, I'm in the trenches, I'm in clubs, I'm pulling up for the bag.
It's important to do that though, because you know what I'm saying, like I say, persistence always pays off.
Yeah.
That grind going, you know what I'm saying, show like, and people say this all the time, but I'm a strong believer of this, because I've seen it, you know what I'm saying, manifest right in my face. A lot of times when people sit there and, you know what I'm saying, they feel like, I'm in my lowest, I've been going hard this time, ain't nobody looking.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Yeah, because it's going, like I said, like you said, we both said earlier, people going to go back and dig it up, and they're going to see, like, okay, just like when you're an artist, you anything, like, with your podcast, the bigger it get, then they're going to go back. They're not going to watch the recent episodes. They're going to look at these old episodes and see what he's talking about. Oh, this been good. This been dope. This been, you know what I'm saying?
They just need them right eyes on it. Like you say, need to be, you know what I'm saying, that right room. And it's always about, you know what I'm saying, like networking and stuff like that. Like, and I be telling a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, it's different methods, and always, you know what I'm saying, bettering yourself, studying and stuff like that. That's why when you see, you know what I'm saying, you be watching a lot of podcasts. To me, it was so relatable, because it's like, at a point, you know what I'm saying, I kind of slacked off of it to kind of put my time into other stuff. But it was at a point where, you know what I'm saying, when I'm going to the gym in the morning time, I done already, you know what I'm saying, knocked out 2 podcasts in the morning. And I always, you know what I'm saying, state my, like, podcasts that I be listening to, like Millionaire Mindset. That's, you know what I'm saying, a big podcast I listen to. They based out of Dallas. And then, you know what I'm saying, Bigger Pockets podcast, just as far as, you know what I'm saying, like real estate. The number 1, you know what I'm saying, real estate podcast. So it's like, man, I'm always, you know what I'm saying, gaining so much insight from them. It's like literally just about taking action from this point. If I sit there and give you the blueprint to something and you don't take action on it, what you doing?
You can point the finger everywhere in the room, but you turn that motherfucker around and point it at yourself, bro.
Hey, and I feel like, you know, a lot of times, like I say, people really tend to do that because it's easier to blame somebody else than it is to blame yourself. Somebody just said yesterday, sometimes you would think when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, doing the right thing compared to the wrong thing, sometimes it's easy to do the wrong thing, but people still do it.
And there's nothing wrong with saying, I don't know. Just like we were talking about earlier. Like, you know what I'm saying, I follow you on social media, I see what you got going, and it's other, you know what I'm saying, a few of y'all that got like, I asked you about the NFTs earlier, because I genuinely don't know what it is, like, and I have no pride with you saying, hey bro, what's that? I've been seeing that a lot of. I hear people talking about it, but in dumb terms, break it down to me what it is so I can understand it. You broke it down for me, and I'm like, oh, it's art, it's this, it's that, it's digital. I get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with saying, I don't know. Can you please tell me, you know what I'm saying? Give me knowledge of what's going on.
Pride and gatekeepers.
Oh my God.
Pride from the, you know what I'm saying, from the side they really need it. Gatekeepers from the side they got it. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of time, and this how I know it's a real thing. I just be on Instagram, you know what I'm saying, looking at reels and stuff like that. People to be like, a lot of people don't want to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying, justifying saying that you're going to do it. But just because you done said that first statement right there, that's already letting me know it's millions of people out here that know it. Right. Ain't going to say nothing because they feel like it's, you know what I'm saying, it's a closed market. Even with the podcast, man, and I had people, you know what I'm saying, just hit me up off the strength like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, you really inspired me, you know what I'm saying, like, how, you know what I'm saying, how do I do it? I literally tell them, you know, everything I know. I edit on this software. I use these type of mics. These, you know what I'm saying, additional things as far as reaching out to people. Just like I told you, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, closed-minded to having nobody on the podcast, you know what I'm saying. And I always try to be, like, understanding, but still in the same sense, I try to have people on here that's going to, you know what I'm saying, bring some type of value, not necessarily just, you know what I'm saying, Joe Blow off the street or whatever. Yeah. But the good thing about it is, like I say, you know, what we were saying earlier, when I know people, I already kind of know their interests.
Yeah, you know what they're about.
You make it, you know what I'm saying, more organic.
And then make it interesting because now you get to really have a conversation. Like you say, you be like, I ain't think he was going to respond like that. That's what be a relationship with me. Like, when I can talk to a person that I might not genuinely just judge and be like, oh, this type of person I hang with every day. I might just be like, oh, they cool. But then if we have a conversation and I might ask you about something, you give me like a in-depth thought or something, like they either gonna teach me something or open my mind to thinking different. It's gonna make me more interested to hear what you got to say. You know what I'm saying?
For real, because I'm like, you know what I'm saying, even with us, like I say, I mean, been knowing you, so it ain't like, you know what I'm saying, sure. But just, like I say, to know each other, you know what I'm saying, for years and stuff like that, then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, we had this conversation, you give me this insight on this. I'm like, this whole time, you know what I'm saying, we done, you know what I'm saying, went turned up here, we done went did this, we done linked XYZ amount of times, every time we see each other, it's love. I did not know, you know what I'm saying, they had that in the back of their brain, and it come with growth. I say, you can't put no time step on growth. Somebody, I could be, you know what I'm saying, more mentally grown or even, you know what I'm saying, spiritually grown 24 hours from now.
Yeah. Cause like me, like, I'm a person where I could be in the moment of something, but my mind is just I'm so sunk in my brain sometimes, I could be thinking about something else. Like, I could be in the party, rocking that. Oh, everybody going crazy, but I could be looking at this one girl in the crowd that I know feel like she probably, like, she just so, like, she dealing with so much. Or, like, she could be the drunk girl just doing the most. I'm like, dang, like, she probably going through something. Or, you know what I'm saying, you see people getting carried out, you be like, man, I hope they all right. You know what I'm saying, they probably dehydrated. Like, I be looking at all this in the middle of me going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's just, you never know what you get. And you got, like you say, you just never know whose mind is really open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we come from closed places. You right down the road, Alexandria, Lena area, like, I'm from Nagin. Like, these are box, closed places. Not saying everybody from these places closed-minded, because they got beautiful, intelligent people from these places, successful people in these places, but you have to maneuver through a lot of closed-minded people, so it's refreshing to meet people that have like a real life open mind. Because like being gangster to me is being smart in any environment, being able to survive in any environment, being respected in any environment, not just being ignorant in the right environments and being smart in the wrong environments.
Hey, for real. And it should never, you know what I'm saying, get to that point where you gotta be like that. And like I said, you know, so for a fact, like I said, everything on here really be organic. I don't even, whenever I'm recording, I rarely use the word natural, but in reality, you know what I'm saying, that's really what, you know what I'm saying, that's where the name come from. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, just shooting it straight forward. And I'm talking about organic on so many different standpoints as far as the conversation. Yeah. I really rarely edit videos unless I really have to. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying, because I want people to see the full insight. I don't want them to be like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, I know they said that. They was starting to get to a good topic. Like, what that boy said, leave all that. I'm
keep all that.
I'm a, you know what I'm saying?
Keep all, don't leave out nothing. Keep all that.
Yeah, like, and you know what I'm saying, that just kind of be my biggest thing, but just to, you know, like what you were saying earlier, I really know you like that because we had that conversation just as far as organic. And like I said, you know what I'm saying, we was in Texas or whatever, we was talking, you're like, bro, like, of course, you know what I'm saying, we did all, you know what I'm saying, we did all that, but you was, yo, well, so I see you, but yeah, we did that though, but you was, you know what I'm saying, just telling me, like, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying, I was messing with it, but you know what I'm saying, I was aware, like, really just peeping everything.
Yeah, because it's like, you really have to, because, like I say, it was really, you know what I'm saying, without exposing too much, you know, we had like a fellas weekend link up, you know, we mutual friends, you know, we in Texas having a good time, but, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm going to go, you know, we all going out to these clubs, but I'm going to go MC.
Yeah.
I'm in Houston, Texas. Like, I'm part of Go DJ, shout out to Go DJ. I'm part of Go DJ family. I need to go, yeah, I need to have a good time, but I need to go network with my fam. I need to go meet my fam. I'm in Houston. I get, you know what I'm saying, me, shout out to Go DJ High C, you know what I'm saying? Like, he hit me up. Why not go, you know what I'm saying, holler at him? Yeah, okay, I'm going to take my people with me. All right, we turning up. But this the founder of Go DJ. He ain't never heard me MC before. Yeah. I'm going to say, I'm going to go MC. I got all this shit on, and this man, you know what I'm saying? So now I need to check in. Yeah, it might look like, oh, you know, but I'm taking advantage of an opportunity.
And it's important.
You know what I'm saying? I'm establishing who I am. In my mind, I got my city on my back. Like, I might be the only nigga they ever hear from niggas in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So when they look back at me, they're gonna be like, hey, when he came through, like, know what I'm saying? You gotta have a good time, but you gotta be aware of every opportunity you go.
Hey, for real. And like I say, you know, it's crazy the way that, you know what I'm saying, like the human mind work. Because it's like, just like, you know what I'm saying, from that scenario, you might have thought, you know what I'm saying, you might have thought, you know what I'm saying, like, it kind of went, you know what I'm saying, unspoken, or you never know what this man think, you know what I'm saying, down the line, be like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying, we came to Houston, he really, you know what I'm saying, showed out. Reach out right there, just off the rip, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like that, and that's how you get your respect. That's how you get your name more and more verified and respect. You get your face card good. Like that stuff, you know, it might seem social media cliche, but your face card and all that, like you really have to have a good face card if you want to be able to go in certain places and you want to be able to get bigger relationships. Like you need somebody in each circle to be like, oh, I know him. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And they got to have a decent rapport about you, you feel me? Yeah. That's why every opportunity you got, that's my motto. Like, I'm going to go crazy every time. I'm going to go crazy every time because, like, you never know what time they might be. This might really be your shot.
As you should.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it.
But as far as, you know what I'm saying, like, taking advantage, you know what I'm saying, like, with opportunities and stuff like that, do you feel like it's more common for people not to, you know what I'm saying, take advantage compared to taking advantage? And why? What's the reason why they don't?
We don't because we overthink. Like, I'm an overthinker. Like, you might feel like, oh, I might not need to do that. They might not want me to do that. Or, like, you just got to go for it. Like, that's like saying I'm a rapper and I'm in a room full of producers or full of such and such names and they got beats on and I'm about to rap. Like you just got to jump in the moment because somebody want to see. Like, if you ever look at any show, whether it's music or whether it's sports, every big name on the show wait for that one person just to take the moment. Music shows, they waiting on that one person just to take the moment. Like, but I think as humans with insecurities, we overthink. Like, I don't know if I need to.
Yeah.
You done missed your opportunity. Now I be the person that you better than them. They gonna come take advantage of the moment. And if they win that right person over in the room, they gone.
Hey, and I was just, like, it was crazy, you know what I'm saying, just on a music aspect. I was watching the interview, Cause you know that boy 2 Chainz just had his interview. I don't know if you watched that mug. Yeah, I think it might have been with the Breakfast Club, or it might have been with Wallow now. But either way, he was just pretty. Oh, you know, for sure it was Wallow now. So you know what I'm saying, $1 million worth. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying, they had 2 Chainz on there. His album just dropped and stuff like that. I ain't fully check it out, but I got it. Yeah. But he was just pretty much saying like the impact that Drake had on other artists' songs. You know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, if he hop on your first song and you don't, you know what I'm saying, take off with it, they was pretty much saying he basically taking the training wheels off for you. If you don't take off from that, then you know what I'm saying, it's something that you not doing. You can't just sit there, you know what I'm saying, blame it or whatever. Like, and some examples they use, of course, with Migos with Versace. That was almost like an obvious. Like, don't get me wrong, I feel like Migos had a buzz with, you know what I'm saying, at Atlanta off the rip, and then you know what I'm saying, just kind of seeing other influences.
But sometimes all you need is that
extra push.
That's all. Like sometimes all people need is that. There you go.
Hey, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Now you swinging.
And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that push, when you look at where it's coming from, if you surround yourself with the right people, you gonna have people that's gonna push you. All you gotta go is you know what I'm saying, go out there and do it. And it really just kind of blew my mind, because I never even thought about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm familiar, like I said, you know what I'm saying, I mess with Drake hard. But just kind of like looking at, you know what I'm saying, like the origin of it and stuff like that. And then, you know what I'm saying, you kind of like go listen to some of his stuff. Like one of the songs, you know what I'm saying, that I always think about is, you know what I'm saying, Look What You Done.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't even, you know what I'm saying, like they hit a song, you know what I'm saying, they hit a hard, you know what I'm saying, little singing in the back. Don't even know where the, you know what I'm saying, the sample came from. I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying, that came from like Static Major and stuff like that. And if you know Lollipop, then you know.
Major. Rest in peace, Static Major, man.
Yo. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying, like looking at the origin and stuff, it's like topics can always get, you know what I'm saying, deeper. Like, like it I don't know. I just be like looking at stuff like that and I be like, bro, life, you know what I'm saying, life is so deep. So when you looking at, you know what I'm saying, to back to the topic at hand, when you look at, you know what I'm saying, opportunities and stuff like that, it's like, bro, we only got one life, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I might go out there and embarrass myself, but still in the same sense, at least I feel better. It's something within you that's gonna feel better. You like, I did that.
But it's not embarrassment when it's your passion. When it's your passion, like, you not embarrassed, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When people go to church, when you praising God, you don't care how you look. You don't nobody know what you've been through.
For real.
You don't care about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when I grew up in church, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to watch the women run around and people, man, like
start speaking in tongues and stuff like that.
Crying, you know, grown men, you know, they convicted felons, they up in there while the pastor preaching, they boo-hooing, they standing up, you know, like, it looked crazy as a kid, but then when you start going through some stuff, you get older, and you done seen, you know, some of your friends die, you done seen some crazy stuff happen, man, some powerful words move you too. It'll make you want to stand up and feel like you can conquer the world too, you know what I'm saying? Where you just can't, sometimes you can't judge people passion or people how they express themselves, because we don't know. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what you've been through before you walked through the door today.
Yeah.
You could have been through one of your lowest days. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know. That's why I try to judge. That's why, like, I'm real big with autistic kids, and because my mom, she worked when I was growing up. My mom worked in my high school, but she worked in the special ed department. Yeah. So, you know, the resource kids and the special ed kids would have their fundraisers, doing lunch periods, selling cookies and stuff. And my mom would be the one out there helping them sell and making them feel like they was normally human beings. What's the difference between you buying cookies from a cheerleader and buying cookies from the special ed department? They both, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
But it changed my perspective. Now, I want to go eat with them. I want to go with them because they are just expressing themselves the best way they know how. Versus you sitting with a whole bunch of people, they just being who they want you to think they are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's just say that to say, like, it's all about, like, you know, being you. You feel me? Yeah. Because a lot of people, like we were saying earlier, they indifferent out than what they got in.
Hey, for real. And like I said, you know what I'm saying, don't get me wrong, I can't see your insides. That exterior always gonna show it though. Every time. And you know, just kinda how you were saying, like with that, it really kinda blow my mind, you know what I'm saying, just based off of like how much of an impact, you know what I'm saying, our people, like we talked about in the first, I want to say 10 minutes of the, you know what I'm saying, podcast, it's like how much of impact the people, you know what I'm saying, around you have as far as, you know what I'm saying, peers, whatever parent figure, you know what I'm saying, parent figures you got in, you know what I'm saying, just people you kind of encounter. I could kind of come in, you know what I'm saying, in like contact with a complete stranger, and they could still, you know what I'm saying, show me something, whether it be good or bad.
Yeah.
Like,
You'll build your best relationship. Like me personally, Nolan, I got my boy Nolan. Like even my bro Vaughn. Like I met Vaughn through KD. Yeah. So that's my cousin. Like he got love for me just cause like, oh, this my big cousin, but that's his partner. So it's like, oh, you know, a friend through a friend. Like, oh yeah, what up, buddy? You know what I'm saying? But this like one of he probably the realest nigga I know. You feel me? Cause like you say, you build them best relationships just off meeting a complete stranger in a way and learning, and y'all learn each other genuinely from just y'all. Yeah. Not through other things or other people or through titles or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the people that you get the most loyalty from. Yeah. Because the ones that know you the best leave your ass high and dry. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the ones that learn to know you the best, they gonna be there every time. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, this is off the wild question. And I possibly might edit this out. I don't know. It's all depending on how I feel. Okay. Bro, how you met Nolan, son?
Met Nolan? Bro.
I just asked because I've been knowing Nolan like since I was small, you know.
Nolan, bro, crazy thing. I'm gonna make it short as I can. We gotta keep this because if he sees this, he gonna be geek. But I met Nolan. I was a senior in high school, and my best friend, you know what I'm saying, one of my best friends, Leroy, he was playing football for Northwest State. So I used to come to, you know what I'm saying, campus. We had our little clique on campus called B.O.B. And Nolan was a part of Team Bars. So long story short, we had this little small beef with them. We met up or whatever, and just through me me behind closed doors having a mutual interest into some things he had going on, he kind of started reaching out to me over time, like, hey, bro, what's up, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? We'll be around the same females. So over time, you know what I'm saying, he ended up becoming an Omega, you know what I'm saying? So it's like my coaching was Omegas and stuff like this. So I used to be around him a lot. So then me and him kind of bond a relationship. I'm going to be real, through weed. Yeah. We would smoke together. But through us smoking together, I learned, like, at first I had this like, man, this lame, man. Nigga always dancing and shit, you know. Edison, nigga ain't from Edison. Like, I don't even, like, you know what I'm saying? I had the perception of him. And then I learned, like, he was just like me, but he was just different. Yeah. He was just him. Like, Nolan is one of them dudes, Nolan, from the hood, just like everybody else. Yeah. He come from a crazy childhood, just like any other nigga that can act like they this and that. He'd have been through all kind of shit, but he just him, and he genuinely would do anything for you. Like, Nolan, one of them people, you can call him at 4, 5 in the morning with anything. He gonna answer the phone and be like, all right, what? But he coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, he one of them dudes I can say, like, you can't, he's just a different type of loyalty. Yeah. But I just met him, like, through Northwestern, like, us just being around similar people then. Ever since then, like, cause my mom and them moved to California when I was, like, 19. So when I moved out cause I came back to Natchitoches at 19. So when I had to move out of the house and move to my first apartment, Nolan probably was one of the ones that we meet every day. Like, we just over time, bro, and we've been through so much stuff together. Like, it's crazy, like, to see where we at now. Like, we both got kids and shit, but yeah, that's my dog, man. I just, that's the shortest story of it, but it's a lot. It's a lot. That's my dog, though. Yeah, that was just honestly really, like, on some real stuff. That was just really, you know what I'm saying, spur of the moment type question. Cause like I said, you know what I'm saying, I had been knowing Nolan. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, say what I used to call him, but I had been knowing. P. My boy P. I wasn't even gonna say it. My boy P. Yo, that's why, like, you be like, yeah, Nolan. They be like, who?
See, I wasn't gonna say it, but like I said, you know what I'm saying, I had been knowing him, like I said, you know. And like I had met him, you know what I'm saying, kind of crazy. But it was just more so kind of like a natural thing. But like I said, I was like a kid, like elementary, like.
He good people though, bro. He good people. Like, that nigga Nolan funny as hell, bro.
It's crazy, you know what I'm saying, just kind of like seeing the growth and stuff like that. Because like I say, you know, especially getting older or whatever, like I say, met him as a kid. It was, you know what I'm saying, like kind of a big gap. Came to school. I think he was already out of school or whatever when I had came. So I'm like, you know, just kind of like seeing us, you know what I'm saying, both being impressed and stuff. I'm like, all right, bro, it's really like, life really crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, life really crazy or whatever.
And he really, like you say, when you talk to him, he one of the people, like we were saying, like, you'll be surprised what you get from him, like what he got to say. Cause
Yeah.
He'd have been through way more. People just see him and they like, he always smiling, he always joking, but bro have been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, he still go through a lot of stuff, you feel me? But it's just, you know, he one of them people. He don't believe in staying down. Like, he believe in, you know, hey, we're going to figure it out, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's,
like,
he good people.
I really feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's easier being, and this is what I never understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I say, you know what I'm saying, like, especially on this episode, you know, we talking. I feel like you know what I'm saying, like, probably would say, okay, I grew up with this situation. I, you know what I'm saying, grew in this aspect. But I never felt like I was a person that really, you know what I'm saying, was ever big on just being down. Like, not to say, you know what I'm saying, it's like one of them things that don't happen. But I never could really see myself or just think of a time while in my head I was like, dang, I was harping over this for a long time. I always see myself as being a person to always think, even being smaller, you know what I'm saying, once I kind of grew into that mental, like, it's easier to be happy than it is to be mad, sad, upset. Granted, we all go through things in life, but who's to, granted, it's rules and laws in place, but who's to say that you can't, you know what I'm saying, feel the way you want to feel?
Yeah.
And that's in every aspect, you know what I'm saying, whether it be sexuality, religious, like you said, that opened that up to me because I never really thought about that. But it's like, you know what I'm saying, we all praising somebody, so it's like, why not be respectful of how I feel?
We all praying, like, you a Muslim, you on you know, your knees and you on the floor. If I'm a Christian, I might have my hand, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't pray, we surrender to God, we raise our hands, you know what I'm saying? Some people pray, you know, wrap the rose around it, that's cool. We're all praying. You know what I'm saying? We're all doing the same thing. We all have a
common interest. Like, we all trying to, at the end of the day, we trying to reach that same goal, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I say, almost in every aspect. And that's why I just find it so hard to believe that people have so much hate towards one person doing one thing, when in reality, if I was that type of person, that cold-hearted person, I could judge you too. But I'm choosing not to judge you because you know what I'm saying, I'm respectful and I understand the bigger picture in life.
Yeah. That's the thing, like, a lot of people don't do, like, because people want to live life through their perception, but you gotta live life through a very unbiased perception because it's gonna add up to that every time.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be what we think it should be or what you like. It's gonna be what you know, not what you expect, but what you know is gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you gotta know who you dealing with and what you doing, and what you dealing with.
And that's on an everyday basis, like, you know what I'm saying, like, if you aware, it's like, you know what I'm saying, like, less stuff that you really have to go over the edge for, because it's like you already, you know what I'm saying, open to that. And that just, you know what I'm saying, like what you were saying, just as far as just being open-minded. If you open-minded, it's going to be a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, don't get me wrong, it's going to be some wild stuff you hear, but over time, if, you know what I'm saying, if you open-minded, you're going to be, like, more accepting of you, like, dang, okay, you know what I'm saying, I can see where they coming from with that. And that's why I say, I feel like, you know, it's rare for me to even just have arguments and stuff. Whenever I have, you know what I'm saying, like, conversations with people, I try my best, you know what I'm saying, be fully expressive and help them see my point of view as well as seeing their point of view. You know, like people always say the most common term, let's, you know what I'm saying, let's meet in the middle.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I always say that, I ain't gonna lie, that's one of my, like, come on, bro, let's just meet in the middle, bro. Like, I feel this way, you feel that way, but how can we both mutually feel a way with both of us being content with how we feel? You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, for real, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, just it's simple, despite, you know what I'm saying, breaking it down, going in depth, it's still gonna go over a lot of people's head.
Right.
They gonna listen to this.
Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, no. You feel how you feel about something. I feel how I feel. But it's a way to where we both can understand each other's feelings and come to a mutual feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't always gotta be, well, it's on you. No, it's on me. Nah, I feel like this. Okay, I get that. Well, I feel like this. Okay. Well, look, let's just do it like this so we both won't feel the way.
Yeah. But, you know, one of the things that kind of stopped that, and at first, you know what I'm saying, I used to, like, because I feel like the word pride is associated heavily with men. Of course, we know that. Yeah. That's, like, you know what I'm saying, almost a proven fact. But people fail to realize, you know what I'm saying, it's also associated with women. I've met a lot of prideful women. Instead of being, you know what I'm saying, the bigger person, it's easy to say I'm going to be the bigger person because it makes you seem most superior. I wouldn't even use the word masculine. It makes you seem most superior.
Women got damage pride though, because women be going through so much with niggas who ain't really worth nothing. So where it's like they, even if you're a real one, they pride so bad to accept that you're a real one that they would completely like just, man, I can tell so many stories like about women, like, bro, like women would do you bad, knowing that they doing you bad, but it's all because like you say, they pride, like, I ain't gonna let him, and like, especially if you live a certain way, they say everything you got going on. So, I ain't never had no conversation like this. So that's how I know this organic question.
Yes, sir.
And it's gonna give me the organic answer.
Mm-hmm.
I bet sometimes you tell a woman, you know what I'm saying, everything you do, what you got going on. Oh, I already know you got hoes.
And it's crazy. I swear, I had this conversation the other day. When somebody say, and it's, to me, it could all be so simple. Instead of just telling me, I know you got hoes, can you just, you know what I'm saying, give me the compliment? You handsome. I like, you know what I'm saying,
you handsome, life. Your name ringing, you got something going. I know you doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
Now, I know you got hoes. Well, you ain't about to just have me at your house. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like basic things you already cutting out because you feel like you're going to look a certain way because of me. But if a bum outside the gas station asking for change, you gonna feel disrespected.
Yeah. And that's, you know what I'm saying, a line that I kind of always get crossed. And I got a question for you that's gonna mess you up so bad. I really feel like it's gonna make you be like, bro, this just like one of them things, and they kind of fall into, you know what I'm saying, like similarities, but just kind of like, I don't know, it's crazy with that question right there, just how, like you say, it's really disrespectful. Like, why would you say that? But when I think about, you know what I'm saying, that boy Philip Hudson, that boy had the best response, you know. Little chicky, wait, of course, you know what I'm saying, he doing the video, but she like, you know what I'm saying, I know you got hoes. That boy say, yeah, of course, you want to be one? I feel like that shit.
I mean, is that what you want me to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, really though, like that really, but you could genuinely not have nothing going on though.
Yeah.
Like me, currently, not the old me. But me currently, like, I really, like, I find interest, like, it's beautiful women, it's good, but it's like, I'm not really just, like, into nothing seriously. So it's like, and I don't really, and my attention is so hard to lose to it. I'm not really just talking to a bunch of women every day. So it's like,
it's harder to manage that anyway.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's like, oh, you got hoes. Like, bro, I really don't have the time to do that. Cause it's like, honestly, and I know dudes, any man can relate to this. When you ain't got shit going, you can fuck hoes all day. I promise you. When you ain't got nothing going on, when you ain't really doing shit,
yeah,
you can fuck hoes all day. But when you got shit you really trying to do, and you ain't even gotta be like, I ain't talking about you just doing this shit all day, but even you trying to apply your mind to it, you trying to do research, you trying to get information, you trying to get your money up. Like, you don't have time to be messing with all these different women, and then mentally it's too consuming. Mm-hmm. Like me, I have a child, I have a son, I have a beautiful 3-year-old. Like, the energy I'm giving to this person, I could be getting to know my son better. I could be, like, me and my son, you know what I'm saying? We, you know, my son with my baby mama, so it's like, that time I could be putting into that and to become a better father, yeah, and to figure out, you know what I'm saying, how to be able to connect with him different ways, because I might not see him, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's thing, like, it gotta be to the right thing, not to the wrong thing. But women won't believe it. Women not gonna believe it.
Never. And you know what I'm saying, I hate to see it, you know what I'm saying, like, I guess the biggest thing, like, more recently is I've tried to understand both sides, you know what I'm saying, from a male perspective, as far as, you know what I'm saying, it's and also, I guess you say, a female perspective, because a lot of times as male, I you know what I'm saying, had homeboys like that, we all be talking or whatever, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, they dogging the female out. This, and to me, at this point, you know what I'm saying, especially at this growth level, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like somewhat childish thing, and I strictly do believe this. I mean, regardless of what anybody's opinion is, it's like, it's so crazy when we, you know, talk about body count. That's like one of the biggest things I feel like separates that, you know what I'm saying, that masculine and that feminine. Like, a dude, you already know that. A dude, you know what I'm saying, can go smash buku females. And not to say, you know what I'm saying, it's glorified, because that's what a female will tell you. But that's glorified when a dude do that. I feel like it all depends on who his crowd is. Like, if he got homeboys like that, they sit there, you know what I'm saying, praise him for that, then that's him, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like on a regular level, the average dude ain't getting praised for smashing buku females. Like, if anybody, they getting praised by the female, not really praised, of course, you know what I'm saying, she dissing them, but yeah, you got I know you done smashed buku females. Like, why are you telling me this?
In today's time, that's not really, it's just free game. It's not smart, because every woman cool with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, it's 1,000 group messages out there. It's like everybody line sisters, everybody homegirls, everybody co-workers. Like, I'm telling you, the world is so much smaller than what people can even imagine when it comes to dating, like, women. Especially black women.
Yeah.
Because black women, like, it ain't nothing to get dropped. Like, oh, y'all know him? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, what they don't believe with certain black men, because some of y'all niggas pull up so. But certain black men, it's like, we could be having so much going on, we don't even tell our partner. You ain't even showing who you mix with, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I got me and my partners, like, you know, it might be something I find out they do after it's been done, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different, bro. But with women, I don't know, bro.
And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, there's life, like, and you know what I'm saying, sometimes you have to respect that. Like, even as a, you know what I'm saying, close homeboy, like day one type stuff. Don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying, I trust you and everything, but I done got into such the habit of not speaking on it. I probably might not even tell you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I feel like I'm him after I do that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it don't even get to that extent. It's like we grown, you know what I'm saying? And we ain't gotta pop out or nothing like that, because I feel like a lot of times people get caught up on that tab of trying to be goals, you know what I'm saying? They sit there, they follow Moneybag, they follow Justin Lil Boy.
Ooh, they gonna Moneybag and argue the deal. They gonna Moneybag and argue the deal.
And I'm talking about got more flaws than one could imagine. Behind closed doors, of course.
Image seeking and tender dick are the two worst diseases in dating right now. Like, it's so many tender dick niggas out here, and when I say tender dick, because we're organic mind, so I'm gonna try to break it down.
Yeah.
Tender dick is like a male that is mentally, really spiritually weak behind the woman and what she possesses. And he will do the most disrespectful, the most unnecessary, the most unacceptable, the most diabolical things that he can do in order to keep this woman. There's different ways to tend to dick too. Like, if you sitting there faking on this female to your partners, but you really fucking this female, making this female feel like she this and that, it's tend to dick. If you're in love with this female and you know this female ain't shit, and you doing everything, and you are like making your life worse, but making her life better, tendency. If you are hating on somebody or talking down on somebody over a female because this female probably has interest in them, that's tendency. Like, it's so many levels of tendency, and as men, we have to stop. Like, that shit gotta stop. Like, man, that shit gotta stop. That, like, women, it's because girls grow up. It's like, the image thing is more understandable because girls grow up saying, Cinderella, I want to be a Barbie, I want to be beautiful, I want my hair done, I want to wear a dress, you know. Oh, they see weddings, okay, I want to get married. So it's kind of understandable for a woman to want things that they see, but tender dick is unacceptable.
Where does they come from? Like, what was your, you know?
It comes from the father.
And that's what I was just about to say. Like,
I think it's very. I think it carries over.
And it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's one of them things. If you really think about, you know what I'm saying, the origin. I really don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's something that you sit there and see. Like, don't get me wrong. It could be stuff that your daddy done did that kind of make you think, okay, I need to be this way about a woman. You know what I'm saying? I need to be extra possessive or something like that. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna see what he doing behind closed doors, texting people. Now, some people might see it, but you know what I'm saying, overall, I feel like your parents, you know what I'm saying, lifestyle when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, whoever they dealing with partner-wise, you ain't gonna see the full picture.
Nah.
But you just kind of going off of this imagination you got in your head. You feel like, the only way I could get with this female is by doing this. And to me, like I said, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's so weird because, you know what I'm saying, associating yourself with it, you're almost kind of giving yourself, you know what I'm saying, like that bad rip off the rip, like, and to me, it's just weird because a lot of times, I feel like people that, you know what I'm saying, kind of do the accusing and stuff like that, they don't even really know each other like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, it's one of them things, it's so easy to avoid. Like you said, you know what I'm saying, in the aspect of dating and stuff like that with different females, the world is small. But the way I look at it is, when it comes to certain stuff, people kind of categorize or box themselves into a room or a certain space, you know what I'm saying? We all know who in this room, but now let's, you know what I'm saying, further expand. It's kind of like expanding. So going the reverse, you know what I'm saying, way of breaking stuff down. Let's look at the city. Yeah. Who out here? Man, there's so many beautiful females in the city.
Oh my God.
Why would I, you know what I'm saying, box myself in by trying to talk to this one female? Yeah. I ain't gonna care. I know my worth. So if I gotta do all this to talk to you,
I'm not about to do it.
I'm good.
I'm not doing anything. And that's how they come after self-love. Like when you love yourself, you'll really realize, like, I'm not putting up with this shit. That's how, like, that's how I make it tell. Like, if a woman, this gonna be too much free game. If a woman is stuck on a man and she know that ain't going nowhere, and she know, like, if she's stuck on a dead situation, she don't love herself.
Hey, and that's real. Like, it's so simple thinking about it.
She don't love herself. Even if a man, if nothing is a double standard, if a man stuck on, he don't love himself.
And, you know, as far as relationships, I really had to, you know what I'm saying, like, learn this. Like, it done been times, you know what I'm saying, I could, you know what I'm saying, bounce myself up and just go ahead and say, like, I have been wrong in a lot of situations, you know what I'm saying. I lost out on certain situations because, you know what I'm saying, I did some foul stuff or whatever. And it ain't necessarily gotta be, you know what I'm saying, like, boyfriend, girlfriend. It could be, like we said, I mean, I feel like it's obvious what, you know, relationship is to us. Like, we already understand what a relationship is, friendship, but I having to keep illiterate this and just kind of, you know what I'm saying, keep telling people, like, okay, a relationship is not just, you know what I'm saying, boyfriend, girlfriend.
Everything.
So,
everything.
like, you know what I'm saying, with that being said, I already know, you know what I'm saying, off the rip, like, I done messed up a lot of them situations just because at times I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, one with myself. It was times where I didn't want to admit that I was wrong, you know what I'm saying, when I could have easily, you know what I'm saying, passed it up or whatever. Just like, you know what I'm saying, that boy Gotti said, I could have fixed the situation, they were petty, but I really wasn't ready.
Yeah. Because sometimes it be hurt. Like, I know right now I'm dealing with a situation in my life, like, it ain't nothing to have a conversation with a certain person, but at the same time, it's like when both of y'all feel away, it ain't really time, because you don't want to come into the conversation like with I got this certain type of chip, we got to come organic, we got to come in our most level self to get a full understanding of what's going on. Because if I come mad and you come happy, or if I come mad and you come sad, it's like, we got to come, I'm good, you good. You know what I'm saying? But people be so hurt that they'll try to fix things, but if it's broke, how the fuck you gonna fix each other? We both broke, you know what I'm saying?
And, you know, I was reading a book, you know, I think it was, I don't know exactly what book it was. It was Way of Superior Man, you know, it was just talking about, you know what I'm saying, like, great book, by the way.
Good book.
Yeah.
I've heard good review. I haven't read it yet, but
definitely gotta check that out. Like, you know what I'm saying, the most important thing, well, I ain't gonna say the most important thing, because he got so much knowledge in there, but like one of the big things he was talking on was just, you know what I'm saying, like about masculinity and, you know, feminism, just, you know what I'm saying, just the two or whatever. So of course, a lot of times masculinity, people associate that with men. But it's crazy because the roles could switch so much. A lot of times, I know you'll see relationships where the woman seem to pretty much, you know what I'm saying, like they say, have on, you know what I'm saying, the big boy drives or whatever. It's like she bossing stuff around. But it's so easy, you know what I'm saying, that's kind of like an energy type thing. Like, them energies just getting transferred. If she feel like this man ain't doing everything he's supposed to do on his part, eventually she gonna, you know what I'm saying, want to take over because, and I try to be so much aware of that, you know what I'm saying, even when it comes to different things as far as dates and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, I still, you know what I'm saying, want to like be pleasing to the woman and not seem over demanding. And you know what I'm saying, I ain't even on no like sexual. It's just more so kind of like, even when we go out and stuff like that, I want to make sure you know what I'm saying, you enjoying this too. So it kind of come with like a mix of being, you know what I'm saying, knowing you a masculine individual, and you know what I'm saying, that really kind of come with you having to build yourself up, because they don't just come. People always say, yeah, I'm a man, this, that, and the other, but it ain't just with age. You could be 40 years old and still be feminine than a mug. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, it's a lot of older men who live boys.
Hey.
Yeah, that's a bad thing too. Like, it's a lot of grown men, but they live boys, man. Like, you live boy, and being a man ain't always material things, just because you can be popping off everything material wise, but if your mindset, if your mind, like the way you operate, the way you move, the way you know what I'm saying, you talk to your peers and your family, like if it ain't to a certain level, then you a little boy.
Hey, for real. And you know, I feel like kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like being a man, it kind of come with being more aware of relationships and situations that you in, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, when I talk about that, I'm not even talking about surroundings and stuff. You're supposed to be aware at all times. But as far as the relationships, sometimes you got to realize, okay, I want this, but I don't need this.
Yeah.
Knowing when to step back and knowing when to be that, you know what I'm saying, be that person that comes in to try to patch it up. And I realized that over time, you know what I'm saying, with my situations. Sometimes you're not going to be able to, you know what I'm saying, patch up the situation. Sometimes you're going to have to leave it as is, because it's a dead situation that really wasn't for me. It had been a lot of times, like I said, you know, I'm a big believer of karma as well. So it's like, it just been so crazy.
Me too.
It been crazy. Like, hearing certain situations, like, I be feeling like, you know what I'm saying, the whole time, it's good on my end. I'm ready to talk about it, you know what I'm saying? I might not reach out to you because I feel like you already, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the other. But I don't base so much off of feels anymore. I'd rather go ahead and hit you up. Don't get me wrong. It have been plenty of times I'd have been, you know what I'm saying, like left on red or then been hit back with a BS response. But in my heart, like I say, it's something inside of me that makes me feel better because I know I did that. People always, like, my quickest thing, I'll tell somebody, no, the ball is in your court, you know what I'm saying? What you gonna do with it? You don't have to pick it up at all. But at least I know you received, you know what I'm saying? You received it off my end.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm on your shoulder, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yes,
do you feel like, because of all these things, let's say 10, 20 years from now, is it gonna be common more to be single and living or married? I
feel like that's a tough question, simply off the fact of you gonna forever have people that think like this and people that think like this. Mm-hmm. Now don't get me wrong, when it comes to social media, and I always push that, social media have such a big impact. I feel like social media push out that impact of, okay, it is happy relationships out there, but if I can't get these goals, then I don't want it. But then again, when you sit there and you follow certain pages, you gonna get that big single push, like, you need to be single. I love toxic. And
social media remind you every day why you need to be single. It never pushed that relationship. It kind of makes you a little bit with the, you know, you have your Sierra and Russ, and you got your whatever goals, you know, whatever couples you see. Yeah. But you don't know what they got going on
behind closed doors. And that's why I wanted to speak on that so much. I feel like that was kind of one of the big things. Because I'm like, it's almost inevitable to, you know what I'm saying, not see them. Don't get me wrong. I always say this because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, in a sense it's free game, but people just kind of need to pick it up. Man, once you start clearing your algorithm, you know what I'm saying, of negative stuff, it's easy to say, man, I don't want to see no girls twerking on my, you know what I'm saying, on my page or whatever. Man, if I'm really sitting there, I'm telling you that, I might tell you this, I'm like, man, I love, you know what I'm saying, them white girls that be, you know what I'm saying, yeah, I love that, you know what I'm saying. So I might really want to see that, but I'm sitting here telling you, who am I really lying to? Am I lying to you or am I lying to myself? So, like, when it comes to that type of stuff, man, I get on the podcast, you know what I'm saying? I get on that Instagram page, because, like I said, you know what I'm saying, got the 2 accounts. I get on that page, I done just straight follow, like, straight business pages, podcasts, stuff like that. I'm seeing so much positivity on there. I'm like, man, if this was my regular feed, my regular feed is just corrupted at this point from years, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It ain't like no, you know what I'm saying, no overnight type deal. But it's almost like hard not to see them. And then, like I say, certain things I do believe you're not going to see a lot of the stuff in Hollywood. And when I say Hollywood, I don't necessarily mean Hollywood itself. I mean just in the industry in general. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be acting, music, or whatever. A lot of stuff really be for PR, you know what I'm saying? They keep people trending. I done seen that, you know what I'm saying, save people careers just off the strength of somebody, you know what I'm saying, coming out. And I hate to say this, whatever, because I feel like this one of them people that kind of became more more to the, you know what I'm saying, spotlight within recent years. Soulja Boy. He had his time, you know what I'm saying, when he first came out. But if you really think about it, how he kind of got back out now, it ain't because of he known for music or nothing like that. Whenever that little first to do it trend kind of came out, he started getting his buzz back or whatever. And now it's just like he capitalizing off of that. Don't get me wrong. It appeared, you know what I'm saying, based off of like what he was saying, which I don't know is, you know what I'm saying, 100% facts or not, but just kind of based off of deals he was having, you know what I'm saying, on the back end, gaming deals, stuff like that. It seemed like, you know what I'm saying, he still be doing good, but I mean, on the eye standpoint, he was doing his move behind closed doors.
It's different levels of marketing though.
Yeah.
It's like, people got to think like, that way of marketing is what created professional wrestling. Like, you have to become a character, you know what I'm saying, something that make people like, let me go see what he gonna do next week. Oh, let me see what he do next. You know what I'm saying?
Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Like people used to really be in awe of the Undertaker taking 10 minutes to walk to the ring. I don't know, you know, y'all watch wrestling, they probably wouldn't know y'all here.
Hey, for real.
Like the Undertaker, but it's just it's the character. You gotta give people something to catch their attention. Like that's all rappers is. A lot of rappers you meet, they don't be what you think.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? They are like.
They build themselves up to this certain point, and when you go back, just kind of how we were saying earlier, and it'd be crazy how stuff just ties. Like literally, like I say, life is just kind of one big pair. It's gonna be multiple things, but they all in a sense tie together to make this one big picture. Mm-hmm. Like when I go back and look at certain artists and stuff, just how I was saying, you know, a lot of people say they want the old, you know what I'm saying, such and such back. People elevate over time, people grow, but a lot of people when they hit that point, you know what I'm saying, they shift or whatever, and it could, you never know the reason behind it. It could have been that wasn't working for them, so now they got a whole different style.
Yeah.
Like, and I be seeing these, you know what I'm saying, 10 year. I feel like that's a good, you know what I'm saying, point where you could go back and look at an artist, look at their first few projects compared to whatever they did down the road. People not gonna see that grind either. That's gonna be a big thing, you know what I'm saying. Like people I already know, you know what I'm saying. I kind of like. I started messing with that boy Larry June hard, like,
Larry June hard.
And I go back and look at his first videos, you know what I'm saying, like him in Atlanta and stuff like that. Everybody know he from, you know what I'm saying, San Francisco and stuff like that. But as far as, you know what I'm saying, when he moved and stuff like that, I really try to go deeper and learn a person's backstory. So I'm watching their interviews or whatever. Like he had one interview, you know what I'm saying, with No Jumper or Adam 22, however you want to address it. So I'm watching that one, I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying, it's just so much growth compared to his, you know, interview that came out like 2 weeks ago or whatever with Wallow. I'm like, bro, the elevation is so, you know what I'm saying, so big, and a lot of people, like I say, kind of don't catch the other things they kind of go into it. But his biggest thing is just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, pushing that perspective of, you know what I'm saying, just kind of keep going and just doing different things, you know what I'm saying, within your life that could really just elevate you. Because he felt like, of course, he had his side stuff going on, you know what I'm saying. That's for him to say, not me.
Yeah,
but
he
had his side stuff going on, you know what I'm saying, like really on the kind of P type, you know what I'm saying, stuff. And I ain't talking about no pushing P. I'm talking about, So he was, you know what I'm saying.
Real P.
Yeah. So he was, you know what I'm saying, doing that. He was like, he felt like he was so big in that aspect, not even off of, you know what I'm saying, fame or nothing like that, but just materialistic things. Like you listen to, he always talk about, you know what I'm saying, like old, you know what I'm saying, older cars and stuff he had. I'm talking about valuable stuff, just like Spitter. Not Spitter from BR, but you know what I'm saying, Currency.
The real
yeah. So he, you know what I'm saying, talking about that or whatever. And he just be like, he been had the material stuff, but it's almost like people be so quick to show their hand that they can't, you know what I'm saying, they can't just sit back. He was like, man, I had to do, you know what I'm saying, 30-day runs in the Prius. If you could step down from having this Lambo to getting back in the Prius, you know what I'm saying, that's just like a different level of humbleness. Just because you feel like you ain't really to that point yet. People be so quick to show their hand, like, yeah, I just, you know what I'm saying, like, especially with materialistic stuff. Man, I just went got this car, this, that, and the other. I ain't, you know what I'm saying, got nothing on the back end. Like I say, people already know with me. Granted, you know what I'm saying, I drive what I drive. And this the easiest way of saying it. I drive what I drive. Nice car. Don't get me wrong, son. I'm, you know what I'm saying, I already told my people, I'm like looking for a beater right now. I don't need to ride in that all the time. You gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, if you mess with me, you not gonna mess with me for my car. You gonna accept me for, you know what I'm saying, how I am. And that's, like I said, on some real stuff. It ain't
that's so real, because, like I said, I bring up the same people, because I don't, you know, my circle's small, but, like, my boy Vaughn got, like, different cars, and it's like, he got, like, if he in his Jag, or he in his Jag, or he jumping, he's ducked off in Impala, he jumping the cut. It's like, it's the same mentality. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you could ride, like me, that's how I look at him. Like, if I could ride in the Jag with him, like, what, we jump in the Honda, we jump in the van, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have the same, like, I still feel like we still them niggas, you feel me? Like,
as it should be.
That's how, like you said, that's how I gotta be. Like, you can't get in the Honda with me, you can't get in no Bentley with me.
Hey, for real. And it's really like a mentality thing. Like, I look at life like that for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying, found just as far as like relationships, sometimes you might find somebody realer, you know what I'm saying, within 2 weeks compared to somebody you've been knowing for years.
Facts.
But I believe everybody, you know what I'm saying, and my sister really had to open my mind up to this because this was something that just always bothered me. Like, value, you know what I'm saying, like what you bring to the table. So I was always thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, I know my worth, you know what I'm saying, I know my value. But sometimes I feel like it's easy to associate friends or have friends where you expect them to all be there too. Sometimes it's not gonna be it. I know you done seen, you know what I'm saying, that video with Snoop Dogg talking about, you know what I'm saying, the gap. It's like you up here, they down here. Only way to, you know what I'm saying, close the gap is either for you to come back down or them go up.
So they go, yep, and that's the same thing. Like, and it's never, one thing I've been accepting this lately. This been my most really recent, you know what I'm saying, you know, thing I've been going through. Like, you can't expect you from other people. Like, you never gonna get you. Like, no matter how you treat your friend, no matter how you treat people, strangers, like, people not gonna treat you like that. Just because you'll walk in and say good morning, you can't expect for that same person to walk in and say good morning, good afternoon. That's what you would do. Like me, I'm very, like, if I rock with you, I'm going all out. I'm gonna make sure you're straight. I'll give you my last, but the people that I might do that for, they might not do it as fast for me as I probably did it for them.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just something that you can't really expect. Like, you will get your feelings, you will get let down every time, like, if you expect you from other people, because people not gonna do you how you would do you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of in church, they be like, ain't nobody do me like Jesus, because, like, ain't nobody gonna do you like God would do you, or like you would do yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't expect it from people. You just gotta put out what you want to receive. Like you say, karma. You gotta put out what you want to get back one day.
Hey, for real, without expecting it too.
They might not do it, but the random stranger might come and bless your life.
And you never know.
Yeah.
The way life works.
Cause it's gonna come back.
Every time.
It's
like,
gonna come back for a certain.
Every time, man. Like, and it just be so crazy. Like I said, I be trying to, you know, like I never try to, you know what I'm saying, like put my people in a, I guess you would say, you know what I'm saying, like in a bottle or whatever, kind of like all associate them as one common thing. I feel like in a sense it make me a better person or a better friend of knowing, you know what I'm saying, putting you in this certain placement of what you interested in. I already know for sure. All my people not interested in crypto. I'm not gonna send you no crypto stuff. I might send it to you, but once I get the sign that you not,
you ain't tapping in.
I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, keep sending it to you. So, like, everybody in your life, you know what I'm saying, becoming aware of that is important. Like, realizing, you know what I'm saying, everybody in your life is not, they don't serve the same purpose. No. You might have a homeboy that, you know what I'm saying, just turn up. I'm gonna hit you up when I go turn up, you know what I'm saying, we finna do that. When it's time to work, I'm gonna hit you up when it's time to work. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. And some people might call it, you know what I'm saying, judgmental or not being, you know what I'm saying, wholehearted or full with your people. But I feel like me hitting you with that grace right there is being better than anything because
I'm doing the best I know how. I'm at this point, I'm trying. You know, like I don't know what else to.
Yeah, like
you can't be God. I can't be God to you. You know, I can be a friend. A friend gives grace. You know what I'm saying? Because God gives grace. But I can't be God. I can't give grace every day. Like, you're going to run out.
Hey, for every time, like...
You're going to run out. I'm going to cut your water.
You can't stop the rain.
I'm going to cut your water.
Man, like, I just be thinking, you know what I'm saying? And it is just like, even with... You know, I guess like music and stuff like that. Just everything we see, everything we take in. You know, once you kind of like start limiting stuff, it make you so much aware of the other stuff, you know. And I guess my biggest thing was, like I said, with TV and stuff like that. Like we said, we both, you know what I'm saying, don't really watch TV that much. Yeah. Might get a podcast in, you know what I'm saying.
Might, you know, I watch my show, you know, Power.
Yeah, of course. Likewise.
You know, you got certain shows I watch, but most of the time, nah. Now, you know, you want to catch an old movie, you know, it's just certain...
From time to time.
Time to time, but besides...
I'm not watching TV every day, though.
Nah, I need to... Even with podcasts, like, if I'm watching a rap podcast, like Drink Champs, like, it's dudes that already got to the level where I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
I need to see what they had going on.
And it be like hidden game in there, just like right now we talking. Like I said, ain't no telling when this, you know what I'm saying, gonna get out there to the people. They gonna be like, dang, they really said some real stuff, just like you said earlier. They not gonna go watch their most recent one. They wanna see the origin, you know what I'm saying? And I done did that, you know what I'm saying, like with Millionaire Mindset. And that was before, you know what I'm saying, because they recently, like within the last, you know what I'm saying, few months or whatever, they been running for like years.
Yeah.
But they more recently, you know what I'm saying, start dropping like visuals or whatever. And I understand it because it is a lot with visuals, because I was scared to, you know what I'm saying, step over there because I was like, man, I ain't finna drop no visual. It take too much to edit it. I don't want to have to pay nobody to edit it.
Yeah.
Messed around, like I say, my homeboy put me on the software and put me on how simple it is. I'm like, bro, at this point, it's in my hand. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's just important. That's why I was so excited to do this one. Because it's like, you know, I could easily go and, you know, you could do podcasts as a, you know, typical artist, typical rapper shit. But I actually want to go talk about something, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
Stuff you talk about on your podcast and stuff that, you know, at home, this is what I'm into. Like, I'm not into who beefing. I'm not really into what old girl did the other night or who just fought at the store. Like, I really want to, like, I got a son. I really want to learn how to change my life before I'm 30, 40 years old. You know, I'm in my late 20s, so I'm trying to change my life now.
Hey.
So I need to be learning. Like, but even if I'm not doing nothing, I'm still going to be watching something that's going to be, it's some type of productivity going on.
For real. Just like you feed yourself, you don't got to feed your mind. It feeds your mind. Like, you know, a lot of times it's so easy to not do that, you know what I'm saying? But I be thinking, I'm like, man, days I be having, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, because I just said on the last episode, you definitely do have to have downtime as well as, you know what I'm saying, self-rewards, whatever they may be for, you know what I'm saying, that person. But I'm like, don't get so complacent and using that as an excuse to not do nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, can't really give yourself, like, excuses is a luxury that, you know what I'm saying, you really can't afford unless you can, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you can't, if you trying to get it, like, ain't nobody gonna want to hit it, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so many people. Like right now, the Kanye documentary is like one of the biggest things that's out right now.
Yeah.
And the main thing, one of the first thing I learned was people see him now, but back then he was cutting no excuses for himself. Like he walking, he running 10 blocks to give people one beat that they might not even use, but it's just I'm not giving myself no excuse because if I'm not in the position I want to be, it's my fault.
Yeah.
If I'm not popping, that's my fault. If I ain't getting no money, that's my fault. But if I give my best effort, it's gonna play out how it's gonna play out, and you never know. Somebody might be right there waiting to help you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just you gotta, and that's something I'm talking to myself. Like, you gotta cut the excuses down to really none, because ain't nobody gonna want to hit it. It always got somebody out here who walking to work. You know what I'm saying? It always got somebody out here who I'm talking about got 5 kids at home, like me. So I got a son. So I'm like, man, I got something hard, man. Then I meet a girl, she 4 or 5 kids, but she work. And she a good mom. Or you might meet a single dad, single fathers out here, 3, 4 kids, you know what I'm saying? Multiple kids working, still active in their kids' lives, helping other kids too. Like one of my biggest mentors, you know what I'm saying? He coached me, but I look at him like a father figure, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bobby Benjamin, like, he got buku kids, you know what I'm saying? He got kids, but he still takes everybody else's kids, and we feel like we his son too. Like to have that type of power, and we don't know I don't know what he got. I've never seen his account. I don't know who he taking care of, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing, like that's a whole different skill. That's a whole different character trait that you can't, it ain't no money in the world that can buy it, or it ain't no program that can put that in you. You just gotta have it.
Yeah, and like, you know, a lot of times people just, I don't know, they'd rather act the way that they feel like people should see them, you know what I'm saying, or see them doing, or whatever it is, especially if it, you know what I'm saying, pertaining to like an act or something like that. And I don't mean to act like I'm faking it, but in a sense you is faking it.
Yeah,
but like, people
like,
pretty much have it.
Way, if you act a certain way, like me, my music, you know, talk about a little bit of everything, but just because you see me, that don't mean what I'm be on.
Yeah.
Like, you can't judge me by that. You gotta judge me by me. Like, that's why I tell women, like, you want to know JayDaWay, you want to know Jalen. Cause Jalen don't do what JayDaWay do.
Yeah.
Not that I got split personality or bipolar, but it's like
What's it? We cool,
we all have our social side. We have us. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the dudes who might walk in here. What's up, my nigga? What's up, my dog? What's up, my guy? Ooh. You know what I'm saying? He talking good game, woo, but he not about to talk about how he been watching anime. He about to go home and watch anime and be weird. You know what I'm saying? Like we all have two sides to us. You feel me? Like it just comes down to, you know, what side you living through.
Yeah.
Like me, like, you know, I'm JayDaWay to everybody, but like I was just telling y'all before we even started, right? Like I'm shy as hell. Like Jalen, me, I'm shy. Like I remember being a little kid at church, all the women, you know, I always had the chunky cheeks, so the women want to come grab your cheeks and kick. I'd be like, I used to put even my son, man, one time I threw my son a big birthday party, my baby mama went all out, slides everywhere, just everything, and everybody started coming to the house. The first thing he did was put his hands over his eyes, just started crying. Like, I'm super shy. But it's just something, you know what I'm saying, that's Jalen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, JayDaWay, the life of the party. That, you know, you know what I'm saying? You just don't, you will never know. Like, that's why I like to get to know people for them. Like, y'all know who you are, but who are you?
Hey, and for real, like, that question, that simple question right there, gonna go up, like, I might put that somewhere in the description or put that in the title or something.
Yeah, like, real talk, like, I know who you are. I heard of you. Who are you, though? Like, that be the first thing I ask people sometimes, like, I know who you are, but, like, because I ask my friends, like, you good? Like, I like, Vaughn, like, certain of my friends, they hate it. Like, man, why you asking me that, bro? Like, ain't nothing wrong with me, bro.
I know you good,
like,
but are you good?
But are you good? Like, are you good? Like, you good for real?
Like, we ain't just gonna sit here and act like, you know what I'm saying, such and such ain't just happening. I know that's messing with you.
Like, I know you dealing with something. Like, you show you straight. You don't need to talk about that. Are you good? Show, all right, big. You know what I'm saying? You always want to leave that back door open because you never know. Sometimes people just be waiting on you to ask.
And I done had people, you know what I'm saying, like back door, like, don't get me wrong, they might not answer right then and there, but they gonna answer when they ready, you know. And as a friend, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's another high quality value to possess. If you could sit there, you know what I'm saying, and show your people you strongly care about them, this ain't nothing that's just convenient for me, you know what I'm saying. Just like you pouring into my glass, I want to pour into yours as well. Like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, once you're able to kind of like really kind of do that, because I realize everybody's not going to be able to give me exactly what I want. And I'm probably not going to be able to give people exactly what they want. But if I could give you something that I feel like in some type of form benefits you, whether that be, you know what I'm saying, just my conversation, the way you see my grind, you know what I'm saying, the way you see I'm going hard, I feel like I'm doing pretty good in life in this relationship.
Yeah. And that's what it's all about. Like, kind of like, I hear certain, you know what I'm saying, like LeBron, that's like my favorite athlete, probably my favorite athletes ever.
Yeah.
But what I really love about LeBron is what he did for his partners. Like, everybody owned him. Not that he gave them, but he kind of gave them the
put him in an opportunity.
When he glass was full, he made sure everybody glass stayed full.
Yeah.
Not giving him, but like you say, creating opportunity. And that's my goal. People be like, man, you rapping, you doing all this. I know you can't wait till you make the money. I'm like, nah, I can't wait till I give all my people opportunities. Because if all my people got opportunities, even from me, I'm always be straight. I might want to stop rapping 10 years from now, 5 years from now, but if Vaughn on the business, K Smooth on the business, Nolan on the business, you know what I'm saying? Like, Luke on the business, then whatever they got going on, man, what y'all got going on? Well, look, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'll take over this region, you know what I'm saying? I'll run these, you know, I might go into business.
Yeah.
And different things that I can go into because I put all my friends in opportunities, my family. Like, man, my mom and my stepdad struggled my whole, really, childhood until I got grown. Like, now they own their own business and they showing me firsthand, like, it's possible. You know what I'm saying? You just got to
limit your life.
Yeah, you got to put yourself in position. You got to put other people in position. So, it is, you never know what bridge you might have to walk back across just to go get some knowledge.
Hey, for real. And like, you know, just like you were saying, like, as far as, you know what I'm saying, your homeboys, it's really like a lot of time, you know what I'm saying, betting on your people. Granted, you know what I'm saying, you got to be aware enough to make sure that they in their right headspace, because you can't sit there and just give opportunities to anybody. Like, I know somebody, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to give no opportunity to for instance, you know what I'm saying, like, cause I've been kind of, you know, thinking about like the NFTs as far as starting my own project. I know it's a lot that come with it, you know, and a lot of times people do like rug pulls where they pretty much, I guess you'll say more common terms, it's a scam. They pretty much get all this money because the creators, they pretty much get paid up front. So, you know, the average, I guess you say the average quantity of one NFT, like I said, is, you know what I'm saying, JPEGs, but they gonna, you know what I'm saying, have 5,000 to 8,000. I feel like that's a decent project because it's based off the rarity. So none of these gonna be the same exact image, you know what I'm saying? But let's say I just, you know what I'm saying, do it for 600 a piece. I'm getting that, you know what I'm saying, 8,000 times from these people. So I done already got my money. Granted, I got this roadmap for the NFT saying I want to do this. I want to, you know what I'm saying, donate such and such back to charity. These people get millions. If they not getting millions, they getting hundreds of thousands. And like I said, you know, a big scandal that came up with Lena Rhodes. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah, I
Yeah, but with her,
I be reading.
She ended up, you know what I'm saying, coming up with an NFT or whatever. And I guess, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people was supporting her because, you know what I'm saying, of course of her profession, what she do, rug pull. Everybody was trying to, you know what I'm saying, sell or whatever. I'm like, honestly, the only person losing in that situation is you. They came up already, you know what I'm saying, just because, like, they get paid up front. So when you're looking at that, it's important to, you know what I'm saying, sit there and think. If I got something that's this big, it's no way I'm going to let you just crash out on, you know what I'm saying, because you crashing me out too. So, like, with LeBron, you know what I'm saying, like, betting on Rich Paul and stuff like that. It's crazy just the exposure, you know what I'm saying, they came out to it. But them the stories that get pushed to the side. They know who Rich Paul is now, of course, because, you know what I'm saying, he put in that work. He made a name for himself. He represent XYZ. Yeah. But they don't look at, you know what I'm saying, it from LeBron, you know what I'm saying, point of view, like, that's his dog. Like,
he
you know
probably been can't, like, I know, like, it come, like, that's why I tell people, don't wait to move like you already made it. Like, you need to have the people around you. You need to travel. You need to move. You need to have the mindset like me. Like, I'm not MTV and all that yet, but it's like I try to every day. I try to get better. Like, I'm not just gonna pull up with the wrong people with me, or I'm not gonna just go head first in the situation. Like I tell my partner, like, yo, we move like the mob. Like we gonna move different because you got to. It's war out here. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really have the right. Like, it ain't no such thing as I'm gonna wait till I get big, then I need to look at my circle. You evaluate your circle when you small. Yeah. Cause your circle might be the reason why you not big. So when you do get big, I ain't gotta look at Bun or I ain't gotta look at Smooth. I ain't gotta look at certain partners and be like, what y'all got going? What you got going? Like, I knew what you had going before this. So I know I can bet on you. Yeah. I know if I bet on you, I'm gonna win, like you saying about Rich Paul. Like, I'm so brand new, they was teenagers. Like, I know what Rich gonna do. Yeah. He ain't probably gonna be the hooper like, but Rich gonna be my manager. You know what I'm saying? Rich know how to make sure my business straight. Yeah. He ain't gonna mess me over. If I leave $5 on the table, he gonna make sure I get every dollar bill back. He not gonna give me $3 back and keep the change. He gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Be small stuff. Like, if you notice early, it gonna carry over into the big things. You know what I'm saying? That's with anything, even with a woman. Like, if a woman disrespect her family, she not gonna, it's only gonna be so long before she disrespect you.
Hey, for real, like, and you know what I'm saying, I feel like the easiest thing associated with that is just kind of like abuse when it comes to women, like dudes abusing women.
Right. Most
of the time, it already be a trigger.
Right.
That happened initially. Some kind of sign that you see, but it don't really transpire. It's almost like ignoring red flags.
If a nigga don't respect his mama,
he gonna respect you?
Okay. All right, give him a little time. If a nigga don't respect his mama, his sisters, man, anybody, not even just a man or woman, look how people treat others, and that's exactly how they gonna treat you.
For real, and like I say, you know, when it comes to that, this, you know what I'm saying, some addition to that, look at how they treat themselves. If I'm sitting here and I'm, you know what I'm saying, like, and this so different because it could be, you know what I'm saying, transpired in so many different ways. I don't mean necessarily just strictly health, you know what I'm saying, as far as, okay, he smoke, he drink. Because I'm not judgmental, you know what I'm saying, I do my thing or whatever. But when, you know what I'm saying, when I say somebody how they treat themselves and stuff like that, look at, you know what I'm saying, they hygiene, they presentation, you know what I'm saying, the way that they come off to people. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, certain stuff do get read wrong or people come off, you know what I'm saying, wrong way. But I am a big believer in, you know what I'm saying, first impressions and stuff like that. So when I look at first impressions, I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying, I always want to show my genuine self, you know what I'm saying? It might not be the first impression that they expect, but I know I was true to myself, so I don't have to act a certain type of way if you know what I'm saying, you mess with my vibe. Because I might, you know what I'm saying, try to come off basically how I think that you would want me to come off, and now I pretty much caught myself faking it because I'm not really like that.
Yeah. That's why I say, like, it just, but, like you say, you gotta be your most authentic self, your most organic self. Because people, like, man, you'll meet a person, and there'll be 3 different people every time you meet them. Like, you meet them one day, they this person, you meet them the next day, they that person, and then a month later you meet them, you like, bro, ain't you the same dude that was in a double-minded person is unstable in all their ways, bro.
Yeah, that's true for
like,
real.
That's something I live by. Like, I always say, if I meet a dude, you know what I'm saying, you know, doing business or through whatever, and he like trying to be gangster, but he trying to be like, you know, cool with, you know, with the opposite color skin. You know, if he got too much going on at one time, he got too much going on for me.
So tying into that, what's your you know, views on, I guess, somebody being a different person compared to self-growth? Like, because, you know what I'm saying, as you grow, you evolve.
But it's a thin line, but you see the difference between, like, man, they grown as a person, other than, like, man, what they got going on?
Yeah.
Because growth, you can, like we said earlier, we talking about growth, you can see growth on the person, you can hear it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you might, like, we might go back and watch this interview next week or something, and go look at an old interview I did and be like, man, look, you see the growth, but you can tell when it's like, he was just, back then he thought he was this. On this interview, I guess he thought he was that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's a thin line, but you can tell the difference between growth and betraying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Betrayal. Like you trying to betray something. You trying to be somebody you're not. It's a thin line because it can get kind of mushed together a little bit, but you can really see it and feel it when it's growth. Like, you can, like you said earlier, like, you can tell when somebody, like, when you talking about last June, you can tell 2 weeks, you seen the growth. Like, dang, he done grown since the last, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Other than you probably have been like, man, this nigga, he was just acting like, you know what I'm saying? Like Kanye, people kind of get his growth confused at times with his personalities. He's really grown as a person. Yeah. But you were kind of getting confused because you so blinded by, like, he talking about God, but now he smoking and rapping again. But it's like, he's growing. He just unapologetic with expressing his inner self. Yeah. He believes in God, but he might still kick it with his niggas and do his thing. That don't make him no worse or better than the Deacon Board member. You know what I'm saying? Like, I say, it can go both ways.
Oh yeah, and I always, you know what I'm saying, be just thinking about just different people, you know what I'm saying, and different stuff they say, just not really looking at stuff on a surface level, you know what I'm saying. Even when it comes to music, like I said, with music, most importantly, because I feel like I listen to music more than anything. Whenever I'm in my car, at first it was podcast, but then I'm like, I'm finna put on some music, you know what I'm saying.
You gotta jam out. So
I put on, you know what I'm saying, the last June, and I'm like, you know, a lot of times, boys, like, it can get ugly. It really can, you know, it can really get like that. Like, whether that be, you know what I'm saying, your day, your lifestyle, it could get pretty bad, you know what I'm saying?
Real fast, too.
So, I don't know, man. Like, I just kind of, like I said, you know what I'm saying, try to look at life in the best light possible just to make sure, you know what I'm saying, me and the people around me are, you know what I'm saying, elevating to, you know what I'm saying, the highest extent. Like, but them, you know what I'm saying, always, like I said, you know, the good kind of get, you know what I'm saying, the back seat because, like you said, you talk about LeBron. But another story I had most, like, recently seen was with Derrick Rose. He put his people in situations, like, literally set them up, you know what I'm saying, to be making XYZ amount of years, you know what I'm saying, as whatever position they was. So it's like, it's important to do that.
Because that's what it's all about, like, us elevating each other and then leaving stuff behind for our kids. Like, that's what me and all my partners are on. Like, we, even if they don't got kids, where they got kids, like, we all understand that it's bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I pray, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, we were talking the other day, And I remember you had brought up like one of the biggest challenges, like especially being from like where we from.
Yeah.
And it's like staying focused to that plan because it's easy to get discouraged when you see nothing, but you don't understand that it's bigger ahead of you. You feel me? Like I feel like especially us that come from small cities, like we get so caught up in like, man, ain't nothing going on, ain't no source around, ain't no job, ain't no money. But you understand if you stick to your plan, whatever your plan is, when it happened, you gonna understand why you went through that. Like now that I see my parents more successful and they able to make money for themselves and be their own boss, I understand why we grew up like going from house to house, never owning, never really having a solid place to stay, going through certain things. I understand why they went through that because they wouldn't grasp what they have now the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like look, like you talking about 2 Chainz earlier. 2 Chainz they popped to you 40 plus.
Hey, and it's crazy. Like I always feel like with that journey, it's gonna be certain things you might look at them as hurdles or adversity, but in reality, it's just if you take it the right way, if you visualize it and really learn from it, then it is nothing but that. Just like you say, it's that push. Like and like for some people, it might take them a long time to understand it. Yeah. I'm just like, man, if you got that game plan. And this is another thing too when it comes to the game plan, so-called. People have a game plan, but they'll be doing something for so long and I guess it's based on like person by person. Mm-hmm. Some people had this game plan in place, but this game plan really ain't strategized. Like you didn't do your due diligence on that. So it's really not gonna take you to the level you wanna be. So sometimes you gotta tweak it. People have a hard time tweaking it because now they get so stuck between being consistent and not going off route.
Yeah, but you just gotta find. Like I say, it gotta be a balance, man. So them hard days gonna come. Like I know I wake up some days and be like, man, no way I'm gonna make it out of negatives. Like we never hit. Like I know Alexandria too. What mainstream artist or anything in art has ever made it from Ithaca negatives? Even Winfield got Raven Simone.
Yeah.
Like we have nobody. And like. You might have a few dope boys that might have been, they went into some good opportunities, but nobody has ever just broke that ceiling. But I honestly believe it because, like you say, once the consistency happens, now it's like you start to get discouraged and people be so easy to pull the car to the side and just let it play out how it's going to play out other than like, let me pull over, get myself together, I'm back on road.
It's like, man, I always look at that, like the easiest example of that is, like when I do, advertising or whatever, I feel like a lot of people like look down on advertising. They can like, dang, he paying for followers. Just like I was telling you, before the fact, using Fiverr. Quick hack, I always speak about Fiverr. Mm-hmm. Using Fiverr, bro, you could really get, like organic promotion, like real people seeing your stuff, not no bots or nothing like that. But people look at, they don't really they choose not to do their research on it and not, figure out what it really is. I'm like, bro, you could have did the same thing, got that exposure, but you so busy following the crowd or trying to keep up with the Joneses that you most on some stuff like, I'ma just knock that, I ain't even gonna look into it. Like, don't get me wrong, if I see something that's discouraging, after I done looked into it for a while, I just ain't messing with it no more. But at least I'm gonna give myself the opportunity to, gain that exposure, gain that knowledge.
Yeah. Cause like you were saying earlier, once the blueprints out there, once the knowledge out there, it all comes down to self-accountability, bro. Like, and that's something I tell myself every day. You can't blame nobody but you. When stuff go wrong, that might be the first thing. You even around me, you might hear me say, like, you can't blame nobody but you. Like, you already knew. You already seen it coming. Like, it just come down to, like, you gonna go through the process. Whatever your process may be. But a process is never easy, man. Mm-hmm. But it's beautiful, though, because, like, once you go through certain process with certain things, like, and you understand why you went through it, that be the best part. Like, bro, I really went through that just to understand this, but I'm glad I went through it. Like, I hated whooping growing up. Like, I don't know what you make me say, but I hated whooping growing up.
That's the process.
Like, it was a part of the process because it was certain things my partners might do. I might be like, man, I ain't even doing it. And I be thinking it just come from me being smart, but they really come from discipline. Like, you ain't saying, abuse the shit out your kids, but a good solid with structured discipline will make your child think that much more quicker because it's like, wait, I ain't doing it.
And it is the, you know, I feel like it's the approach too. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, I had this like conversation with my dad. I was just like, man, it's so crazy, you know what I'm saying, just thinking about like growth. And like I said, you know what I'm saying, I grew up in the house with him. So it was like just kind of crazy, just the situation of just being grown. Like I said earlier, a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna understand like the reasons why your parents doing certain things until you either get older or get with kids. I feel like it kind of fall into both, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you and especially if you got siblings, you gonna see stuff start changing.
Yeah.
But in a sense, it's like that same spectrum, the game plan changing. Maybe they had this game plan with you, or maybe they was rocking unorthodox, you know what I'm saying? They ain't had no game plan. Mm-hmm. But either way, now they got that tweak to your younger sibling. You was the one that, you know what I'm saying, set the trend. Like, it have been plenty of times, you know, and I ain't really get in trouble like that. I was a good student, you know what I'm saying, as far as like grade wise, you know what I'm saying. I always was like a, you know, CBA student. So when I was, you know what I'm saying, like when I get them lower grades or whatever, like a DLF, my people to sit there and look at me and really be disappointed and kind of make me feel bad. So I'm like, they know I could do better. And at the time I used to beat myself up, but I'm like, why they tripping on me? But then again, I thought about it being grown. I'm like, dang, son, my people was really setting me up for success because they wanted me to know that, you know what I'm saying, they expected more out of me because they felt like I had that in me.
And then trying to show you, like, this is how life is gonna be. Like, it ain't gonna go your way. Like, I can feel it where I was a horrible student, but you know, my people used to be very disappointed in me when I did do bad. It's like, bro, you're smart. You know what I'm saying? But you're trying to convince yourself you're not just to do what you want to do.
For real.
But it honestly comes down to you really want to do it. Like, I remember when I first started playing football, I wouldn't get no playing time. And I remember this one night, my mom, like, sitting in the living room playing, catching me, just throwing me the ball, just, like, telling me, like, it's going to happen. Like, when you do, you going to do this, and how many I'm going to get you going to wear this, and, you know. And when I became this, you know, athlete, I'm actually starting on the team and actually doing everything, it's like, it's that moment that I remember that really made me get up and keep going to practice. You know what I'm saying? And I understand in life, like, I might not be the number one rapper right now, but if I just beat me and I put out my best, eventually it's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. And I know, like, it's certain moments, like, I already know what I'm doing when I get my first play. Like, I already kind of know how, you know what I'm saying, what I'm aware if I ever go to certain award shows. Like, it's certain moments I see already because I've already put the installment in myself of it's gonna happen. It's just gonna. Yeah. You just gotta keep building, keep getting up, you know what I'm saying, keep driving.
Keep going.
You know what I'm saying? You feel like nobody hear you, just keep talking. You know what I'm saying? If you don't small thing, you just put that in yourself and keep going. You gonna get your opportunity eventually. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just put it, like we saying, certain people, they stop. You might stop right there at the door.
Yeah. And
self accountability.
Just different, you know what I'm saying, people I follow, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as influencers. Neo Davis, for example, you know what I'm saying, like, I follow him now. And me and Miles had actually, you know what I'm saying, talked about him or whatever. And he was, you know what I'm saying, like, kind of saying that was, you know what I'm saying, like, an influencer he kind of, like, looked up to and stuff like that. And I had, you know what I'm saying, when I looked him up, I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying, I really been following him, but I just was never on his wave. Mm-hmm. So even with people like that, you know what I'm saying, I feel like it's important to normalize. If you're going to be on social media, you know what I'm saying, make the best of it. So I go to, you know what I'm saying, like Chris Johnson and stuff like that. People know him, you know what I'm saying, for the Web Squad and stuff like that. He was really the one that had, you know what I'm saying, like, not really, because me and my homeboy was already talking about it, but he made awareness, you know, and granted, people always tell you they not financial advisors, but you already know if somebody making plays, you know what I'm saying, you taking your own, you taking your own, you know what I'm saying, I guess, risk on it or whatever if you choose to follow them. But if they've been doing, you know what I'm saying, if I know somebody that had good, I guess the most, common thing now is fan dudes. So people, they like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like, go ahead, you know what I'm saying, tell me your bets, this, that, and the other. If you confident in taking my bets or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or if I see somebody that's doing good and I'm confident to take their bets, I'm putting my trust in them. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, looking at that, we was talking about, like I say, Neo Davis or whatever, he ended up pretty much just saying everything you said in, you know what I'm saying, a nutshell, as far as you got to be there mental before you there physically. Like, literally, you got to visualize yourself being in that position, in that situation, before you can, you know what I'm saying, physically be there.
Thanks.
That just, you know what I'm saying, speaks so much volume to me, because it's like I say, you know, it personally ties to manifestation, but people always say too, you know what I'm saying, they take manifestation out of context of thinking, okay, if I'm thinking about it, it's gonna happen.
It's real though, like,
it is. Man, you gotta definitely take action on that though.
Man, it's so real, like, because when I first really got into rapping, seriously recording music, I had, like, I be in dark place sometimes, I be want to rap about it, I be want to say certain stuff, like, nah, I can't. Cause like your words are powerful. Like what you think and what you put out there is powerful. Like that's why like it be cliche stuff I be having to stop myself from saying. Cause sometimes somebody say something funny, you be like, man, I'm dead.
Yeah.
But sometimes like you ever thought about that, like, no man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you kinda cut certain stuff out your normal speaking because you are really benefiting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ever just been so mad at somebody and all of a sudden they get hurt? And you be like, damn, like
it's important to, you know, that time to, like, you know what I'm saying, being aware of your emotions, like your emotions though. A lot of times dudes, they'll, you know what I'm saying, sit there and like not be as expressive, you know, as they feel like they should be because they don't want to seem less masculine or even be the one to take the bigger step, like I said earlier. And that's why I really said that it's easy for people to say, you know what I'm saying, like I'm bigging myself up or I'm gonna be the one to, you know what I'm saying, be the bigger person. But in reality, it's like, what is your reason of doing it? Are you being the so-called bigger person because you feel like there's something that you should do, or are you being the bigger person because it's like you know what I'm saying, like really want to be that bigger person because you feel like that next person is, you want to pass the situation up, you know what I'm saying? So I always like look at the origin of stuff and just kind of like how I think as well as the other people around me think. Like I feel like we all kind of get on this same mindset. We not going to be doing the same thing as far as profession, this and the other, but I know we, you know what I'm saying, all good at heart. So if you blow up, we all, you know what I'm saying, we all good if you thinking like that.
Yeah, because like you say, everything tying together. All ends is tying together, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, it's simply what you put out, what you give out, that's what you gonna give back. Can't expect nothing more, nothing less, really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. But hey, man, we about to wrap it up. So before we wrap it up, man, you got anything else you want to let the folks know, man?
Follow me, JayDaWay, the real JayDaWay on Instagram, THAREAL JayDaWay. DAWAY. It's gonna be on the description.
Yes.
JayDaWay, everything is JayDaWay. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, long as KD, he gotta be in you, not on you. EP on the way. I ain't really announced it on nothing that shit, but so, yeah. We just announced that. We just announced that right now. EP on the way. Visuals on the way. Shout out to Go DJ K-Food. Shout out to Go DJ. Shout out to Go MC. Well, Go DJ Chris. Shout out to Go DJ Jill. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my boy Vaughn. Y'all can't see him, but he over here.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? We got, food truck. We got stuff on the way. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tap in with my dog, man. Forkle.
That boy say fuck. Yeah, man, we're gonna wrap it up, man. Like I said, you know, if you tuned into this, like I said, you know, I'm about to start dropping these videos like crazy for real. My next little, you know what I'm saying, my thought process is so crazy. I'm about to just really just do some next level stuff for real. You done seen it, but you ain't see it from me. So yeah, and it's about to be major, man. That's gonna conclude this week, man. So yeah, tap in next week. More game, more knowledge. Peace.
Protect y'all fucking mental health.
Yes, sir.